How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Otaku! Yay! It's an oldie but a goodie, the NobiNoodle Otaku podcast. Sponsored by no one. Hosted by me, Brosona3 FES. Also starring
NobiNoodle.
that guy. It's about time.
That's been it.
So let's see. We're back. We got some new tricks, but we're just as slick as the last time.
No,
Why don't we get stuff started with that there sensor noise roulette there, bro?
Oh yeah, I do like the sensor noise roulette.
Okay, so we have some standards. Why should we need standards? Other people need standards. YouTube has standards, so we have to conform to those. Sensor noise roulette. We pick 4 sound effects that we really, really like, and we decide what I'm going to censor the podcast with when we swear. Because we're going to be doing a lot of that.
Because
I'm sure.
We like to stay kid friendly, and we can't kill our good name without a censor beep. Swearing's fine, but when it's
Good
censored,
name. All right.
You can't soil what little good name we have left.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Somebody.
Okay.
Can we cut that?
So let's see here. Well, this is the oldies but the goodies. So
Yeah.
let's go take a stroll down memory lane and pick out some of the ones that we've used before, past episodes. So we got the let's see, we got the classic can't be beaten standard sensor noise.
Oh, so just like the standard telecast broadcast beep.
Yeah, this one here. I'll play it right here.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, there it goes. That's what it was.
Beautiful.
Simple. Mwah. Can't go wrong. Then we've got the duck.
Oh.
That was the duck. Fluffing a duck has been a song that we've been using for a very long time from Mr. McLeod.
Mr. McLeod, yep.
Royalty-free goodness.
Mm-hmm.
We got a dolphin noise. That was the dolphin noise. Gotta love it. My sister, she is a marine biologist, so if she's ever listening to this, I don't know why she would. She'd get a kick out of that one.
Yeah, throwback there.
And then the fourth one, that classic grunt. There it is. It was good. We used it in the Christmas trailer a few years ago. That never came out because every year we're really good about that sort of thing.
Yep.
Not putting out content. We got it down to an art form. So those are our 4 choices. What are you thinking there, Nobi? What we got? What do you want to do?
You know, I'm saying for the first reinvention of the podcast, I would say we go with the number 1. And we're gonna go with the classic sensor beep.
Classic standard sensor beep.
Yep,
All right,
classic
there
standard
you go.
sensor beep.
There it is. Glorious. We'll be using that from now on. I don't know. I think it's kind of boring just because everybody uses it, but
Yeah,
I mean, you really can't go wrong.
You cannot go wrong. It's always funny. Something about that beep is just, you know it's coming, but every time you hear it, it always sounds like it's off pitch, and it's just hilarious.
I think what was it? What did we watch recently where they used it? It was really funny. Oh right, the South Park.
Yeah, South Park does that great. I don't know what it is, but something, if he had just said it wouldn't have been as funny unless they had censored it. But I think it's because how their mouths move. Like you know what he said, but it's just funnier because it's just a loud censor beep.
Right. Oh man, if you guys haven't watched the new South Park season and you're into that, the ending kind of peters off, but the beginning is pretty strong. I would recommend it. It's good stuff, especially that one scene where this Kyle's dad, he's a troll, and
Kyle's
he's just
dad.
like,
No,
I'm fine, everything's fine.
No, so this season was really good. I'm excited for next season, see what they do. They're going a lot more mainstream with the storytelling. Because I never really got into South Park with the one-offs. I mean, I liked it. Some of the the Randy Marsh stuff was great, but then I like how they're kind of picking up with like a storyline.
Yeah, it
making it more continuous.
last season was just, it's been hard to top, and I still really like Lord. Yeah. It's an old joke, but like it was good. Maybe they brought on people to help write, or maybe it's just Matt and Trey, but like whatever, they're doing a good job. Good, kudos to them. Anyway, less about them, because this ain't the South Park podcast. This is the NobiNoodle podcast. Let's talk about us. Where the hell have we been?
What have we been doing? I feel like we've just been doing a whole lot, and I feel like a lot of that has come back to we've been doing a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, more or less. Well, like, you give us some credit, because like we moved, we have new like headquarters and stuff. We got new setups going, we got new equipment going, and just like just kind of getting used to this place. It's really nice. We're in Marlborough now, Marlborough, Massachusetts. Nice, quaint little city.
Quaint little outer, not even like it's like a mini city.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
like
a suburb.
every time I talk to my boss about Marlborough, I just kind of get into the habit of calling it a town because
Yeah.
where I was living last, it was a town. And every time I say it's a town, he gets mad because like he's also a city councilman. He's trying to do state rep. He's like, it's a city. God, it's a city. Stop calling it a town. It's like,
Yeah, it's a
why?
city.
Did I just trigger you or something? Is there a problem?
Marlboro, the
I
new
don't know why. He just looks at you weird. He's like,
dude. You
all right,
gotta
fine. Jesus,
dude
stop.
tag
It's a
your
city.
tag your what is it? TW trigger warning. Trigger warning city limits.
City.
um no, but I mean we've been picking stuff back up. You can't have a good show without good groundwork. It's just been a lot of building up from the ground back up, I'm supposing. So it's like I liked the format we had before, but again, it was very unstructured. I'd like to structure it, have everything go a little more smoothly. We've picked up a lot of good traits, we've had a huge learning curve of how we get episodes out faster and better quality, all that stuff. So I mean,
Yeah, it's been a learning experience.
Yeah.
I feel like if we keep this up, we'll be doing a little better. It'll sound great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a good time.
gotta get that sick flow, gotta get that workflow going.
Yeah, yeah. But this is just like I don't know. There are some people we've been talking to and listening to, where I feel like podcasts should just be just a healthy conversations. Like, why does it need to be anything else? It's just as long as you have fun, with friends, just shooting the. Oh, there's that sensor noise again. Just I don't know why it should be treated anything more than that. It's just just talk. I imagine if anybody listening to a podcast is anything like me, you're either listening to a car or wow, I can't talk to you. You're listening to us while driving a car or doing something else, just kind of on in the background.
Or on your Heelys.
Yes. Yes. Well, we will get into Heelys.
Okay.
Heelys are an integral part of today's podcast. That's for sure.
Seriously.
Oh boy. What else have we been doing other than
well, I was going to talk a little bit.
Biding our time.
I was going to talk about the 2 episodes that we have released so far. We did, because the last one we had put up before this was we did the Conquest. So that was Jador. That was Conquest for Kineticon. We can talk a little bit about that. We're not going to stretch that because that was a while ago. But I mean, like, we went there. It was kind of a last minute kind of thing. But I think we had fun. It was a really good learning experience for that too. To do
I don't think we haven't really talked about that though. Like
Conquest.
I think that's where we fell off.
Yeah.
I don't think we did a podcast after that, did we?
I don't think so. The last podcast we did was We're Not Dead, with the E3 as the middle of that. So that was March.
Yeah. So let's take some time. Let's talk about that. Jador was our trailer for our Kineticon video, which was the Conquest, and Jador was just a little skit about how we don't really like Kineticon all that much, and it was really hard to get ourselves spurred to go.
Yeah, so it was almost like I was nervous about it. It's a good con to go to kind of just experiment. I really wanted to start up doing the Conquest because it's a really good experience. It's something people would be looking for. It's something, you want to get the experience of a con. You want to know if you want to go to this con, and if you film something and show people that, they'll want to go.
So well, we're talking about Conquest. Why don't we? I don't know if you've talked about it before, but why don't you give me the gist? Why don't you give our listeners the 411, as it were, on Conquest? What is Conquest?
Well, you see a lot of cosplayers doing like con vlogs, and the thing that lacks in a con vlog to me is the fact that it's a lot of just straight hand holding. It's a lot of the YouTuber pointing the camera at themselves and talking about what's happening, and I'm like, why do I care? Like, I get it if you're engaged with that audience and you're like, okay, I've subscribed to this person for X amount of time, yeah, I'll follow them and hear what they have to say. But if you're just looking for example, like KatsuCon vlog video, you want something entertaining, but also you want to get the experience of that con. So what I'm trying to incorporate is like a little story and making that into like the experience, like the whole con experience in like a set 10-minute episode. And you just like, you almost feel like you were there, as opposed to you were looking at me talk about what I did that day. If that makes sense.
The way you said, why should I care? Oliver and company just kind of hopped in.
Why should I worry?
Why should I care? Good.
Yeah.
Um, no, I'm looking forward to where it's going. I might not get the initial like concept of
Yeah.
conquest, but I feel like the more we do it,
Well, I
the more
mean,
it will make sense.
I think the thing that's hard to understand too is the issue is I'd like to do it. I feel like it's a good idea, but like the word con vlog is so searchable and such a big hit in our niche that like why wouldn't you jump on
Right.
that bandwagon? Especially if it's something I could reincorporate into something cooler.
I,
Cool.
I had a joke and it died. Oh well, better off.
It's okay. Just run the censor beep.
Thank you. We can always rely on you. Thank you, chef. um, so let's see. We got that. We got Jador.
And then we jumped
We
right
got the
into
conquest.
Dias for Drama, and this was the recent one we did.
Yeah, so that's quite the gap. The very beginning of summers
Yeah.
where we filmed Jador and the conquest, and then here we are.
Yeah, middle December.
Almost
when we put out our
fucking
last one.
January.
Yeah. We went on a little bit of a hiatus. There was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of complications. So we feel like we're in a better place. We're picking back up. We're catching up our momentum. It's the brisk walk in between when you finish a marathon.
No, dude, gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Right, yeah, but when you run a marathon, it's you run real fast and then you walk and then you pick up the pace at the very end.
Who said anything about running? What happened to those Heelys?
The year was a marathon. This is 2016. Harambe's dead, dude.
They want you to bring god memes in here, and you did it anyway. And just, hey, Harambe, how's it going? How's it going?
Special guest plot twist featuring Harambe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the ghost of Harambe. No, the other thing we can talk about is like the last one we just did, the 8 holiday gifts. It's doing fairly well. It was very last minute though. It was a very last minute idea that flew
No,
through.
hang on.
Yeah.
D is for drama.
Well, Ideas for Drama was the cosplay problems, which everybody should know by now. Is the cosplay problem is the rant dash story dash informational video about
That thing you can relate to
Yeah.
that happened at a con to somebody else, and you're
it's
just
like-
kind of like,
it's
oh
a-
man.
it's a rant meets PSA, like
Yeah, but like the cool thing is, if you've ever been to a convention, there's a very good chance you're going to relate to the thing we were going to talk about. So,
absolutely, yeah.
so D is for drama.
So
is
Ideas for Drama
probably one
was
that everyone.
Yeah, everyone's
can go.
experienced con drama. I don't know one person who hasn't had at least one con drama experience from when they were 14 to now.
I don't think there's like an age requirement.
Yeah, there's literally no age. It's like it hits you like I want to say maybe 3 times in like your younger con career, and it slowly starts decreasing. But again, you can always run into that one special case. But everyone can relate to it. It's totally a con ruiner when the whole con is just consumed by one angry thought, and it just ruins the whole experience.
Especially when you go and you're just like, I'm gonna do this and this and this, and I'm gonna go see this person. I'm gonna get this thing. I'm gonna attend this, and then it happens.
Yeah,
You're
it's a hype killer. Like you're so excited to go out and go to the con and have fun, and then one word, one sentence, one person just ruins the whole thing for you.
and like depending on how bad it was, there's a good chance you can salvage what happened and
Oh yeah,
or
absolutely.
salvage what's left and just be like, okay, shake it off. Good con. Good
Yeah,
con.
I
Here we
mean,
go.
it comes with age too. Like, I mean, a lot of our younger audience, I'm sure, just it's really upsetting. Your friends are, saying stuff about you. It's totally dramatic. It like when you're young, it's like, heck, you're probably in high school and you have nowhere like better to be. So you're just like, oh man, I'm gonna go to this con. Like these are all of my con friends, and it hurts. It hurts real bad. It hurts on your insides. And then when you grow up, you kind of learn like, all right, it's no big deal, whatever. Walk past it, bury the hatchet. Ha ha ha. Water
Down it
under the
goes.
bridge, comes out in the wash. That kind of thing.
Comes out in the wash.
Yeah.
Use bleach. Chug bleach.
Chug
Do it.
bleach. Do it. No spoilers. Yeah, but no, con drama was good. It did good. But yeah, I'd like to do more of those. Those are fun.
Well, yeah, it may be a niche, but we do have a broad audience.
Yeah, and I mean it's still, even if you're not even into cosplaying, most of those cosplay problems are pretty relatable regardless.
Yeah, no, the chairman of our hometown convention, another anime con, felt like, what was it she said? I remember not too long ago when Adventure Time was still big, she wanted us to go in as Finn and Jake to that library event they were having, and they wanted us to do like this small panel for parents on what their kids who are just getting into cosplay and going into conventions can expect.
Oh, actually, I don't know if you should talk about them in the podcast. I can briefly mention it. I actually talked to my grandmother, which we refer to as Hobbit or Graham, and she was actually willing to do a panel with us and be the what you expect your kids to get into with the panel. I thought that'd be funny because Graham has really good comedic timing.
Oh my god!
But it'd be
just
really
her standing there is comedic timing. It's like she's so tiny you forget she's around.
Yeah, and then it's just like if she was because she has a really good viewpoint of it. Because when I was growing up and learning about cosplay, and of course it seems super weird when you're first getting into it. Like I was online, I was looking up Naruto jackets. I had a Naruto headband on. She's like, "Oh my god, my kid's gonna be bullied," and like I said,
"Believe it."
Like she went full force.
Did you say believe it?
I did say believe it.
Okay.
She went full force and just accepted me for what I was doing, and she was so happy to see me having fun that she was just like, "No, I'll take you to these cons. I'll trust that you're not going to do drugs and shoot up in the bathroom or whatever." And I'm like, "No, that's not what this is," because on the outside perspective, it's so many different people that that would make somebody nervous. But again, if you trust your kid to go out there and not be an idiot,
that's when you discover that they in fact are going to be an idiot and make all the wrong choices.
If they're making the mistakes, then don't let them go to the con. But you have to give them that, like, you got to let your bird out of the nest. You got to let your you got to
give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
See if they get hit by a car or not.
Yeah. But I mean, like, Graham would have a lot of good points, and she would, especially with the contrast to how I experienced it and how you experienced and how Graham experienced it. So like from the parents' perspective and our perspectives. And like obviously we're older now, so like this would be a really good look what we've grown up into. We're obviously not Coles, so
verdict's out on that one.
Yeah, I mean, like, please tweet us or something, tweet us or something and tell us we're Coles. But no, I mean we've grown into pretty standard adults, so I feel like it's a good experience for every kid to have.
I'm gonna get pissed though now that we're on the subject. Like if we take the Hobbit to one of these things and she takes off and we don't.
What do you mean? Like she hits it big? No, we'll do like a panel at AAC or something, and I'm sure Lisa would just be down for that.
It's like, "Oh man, you see cosplay Graham?
Cosplay Graham? The cosplay grandma?"
Just takes off and we're like, "Can we be guests on your podcast, Graham?"
Oh my god, no, she actually got spoilers, I'm not gonna mention any names, but she actually got offered a book and a movie. Oh, no, not a movie. She was going to be on a TV show about, oh my god, what was it about? It was for oh my god, what was that lady's name? She got they offered her a good chunk of cash, and she just refused because she didn't feel like she could keep it up. That it was going to be like an 8-episode series featuring Graham. I'm not even kidding. This was recent.
No.
This was like 3 years ago. This is like recent stuff. Like the lady met her. It was like because where she works, she met one of her kids. I'm sorry, I'm backtracking now. Well, the husband was the father and he used to pick up the kids from the school.
Mm-hmm.
And the wife came and got them one day, and she saw her and she was being so funny at the front desk that she was like, "Hi, I own this studio that we run this television programs, and I'm looking for somebody new." And she said, "I'd like to have you on. I want to see how funny you'd be on camera." And then she was just like, "Oh, I'm not that funny." And then my aunt had sent her remember I filmed that video, it was up on NobiNoodle, the video about her as the Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle.
Right, yeah.
She showed her that, and she said, "Yeah, but you're so photogenic on camera, and you were so funny in the video. We'd love to have you." And I was just like, "I'm so sorry."
I'm so disappointed now. She was here gonna be like, "Graham, you could have had it all."
Yeah, and then I guess she talked to her friend, and because Graham was like fairly interested, she was like, "Oh, I'll see where it goes," and ha ha ha. And then I guess like the lady works with a publicist, and she's like, "Yeah, I'd really like to hear your story. You should write a book." And I was just like, "Graham, why didn't you do this?"
Yeah, what the hell? She talks about
this would have been amazing.
Not working anymore and not going stir crazy or whatever, and like this would have been the perfect cure. Like she'd get money for just sitting there and standing around.
Can you imagine a Golden Girl-esque television series with Graham in it though? Like Murder She Wrote, but Murder She Graham.
Graham She Wrote.
Graham She Wrote. All right,
Like,
enough about my grandmother. Though. Let's not
no,
derail.
that's so funny. No, it's a conversation. Derail as much as you want, please. No, but still, I was talking ironically, but like if she had actually made it big,
I'd
I'd
lose
be
it. I'd lose
kind of
it.
disappointed in us. Just
Yeah.
like, wow, despite our best efforts, we weren't old ladies who could stand there. Well, the most recent NobiNoodle thing that we put out was the 8 gifts for your cosplay buddies.
Yeah.
Let's chat about that. Why 8?
Why 8? 8 was I feel like it's a solid number. I wanted an even number. Really, the whole thinking was I had 7, and I was like, 7's weird. So
But
I
lucky
did
7.
lucky 7, but I saw 8. I wanted to do that plushes scene. That was really the add-on.
Crazy 8, yeah.
And then that allowed me to add the crazy middle bit we did with the random gifts, the gotta be and stuff. And I feel like that was one of the
God,
best scenes in the whole
taste that
the whole episode. That was the best scene. So I'm glad I put that in.
What, the meme?
Yeah, the memes.
Yeah, that was like, so we were just kind of farting around that night, and then you pulled on the you reposted in the wrong neighborhood meme, and I don't know why it clicked. It just really did. It's just like, I hate memes, but that's one of my 3 go-to memes if I'm ever down. Just it spiraled out of control.
Right.
It's good.
I would
We should,
totally I
I wanna
would
remix this
plug if
podcast.
you guys don't know what we're talking about, I would go first see the Galactic Hole remixes. He does I said 3 of them. It's reposted in everybody's neighborhood. Always a good time. Or if you're not, you can just search for you reposted in the wrong neighborhood and you'll find so many remixes. It's ridiculous. Or 10 Hour with Shaggy's face on it.
Yeah, that one was the best, because like when we just started making really bad Scooby-Doo high jokes, like, come down, Scoob, come back
down,
to the
Scoob."
van, Cheetos.
No, but there's not a whole lot to 8 gifts for your cosplay pals. It's a good video for, I don't know what to get my cosplay friend. I didn't shop for them. This is just a good throw out there. I'm sure there's more out there on the internet too. But if you wanted our 2 cents on the matter, I feel like we put some original stuff in there that you wouldn't think about if you're going to go buy a gift.
Well, what kind of cosplayer wouldn't want a gift card to Joann's, or like a gift card to Art of Wigs or whatever?
Yeah, seriously. So it's like, I feel like the people don't think about gotta be's, pins, wig heads. That's something I like. I know I need like 7 more wig heads, but like they're what, $3.99 at Joann's in the back. So
Right.
you can get 5 of them for what, $20.
I was still floored when you wanted to do the I can't remember what that meme's called, but he had the wig head on and the
Oh yeah,
hoodie.
the mannequin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our friend Wiggly Owl loves that meme to death, and when you brought it up, I was like, oh my god, where has that been? That's like such a good idea.
Yeah.
And then I broke our broom.
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
Do it for the shot.
Suffer for the art.
Suffer for the art. Well,
You took a trash can to the head. I still taste gotta be. It's good. Had fun with that one.
Yeah, you do it for the shot. If a camera gets broken or somebody gets injured, at least you got the shot.
Just in time for Christmas.
Just in time for Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, though, we can now transition to what we got for Christmas. Because
it's the most wonderful time.
Because it is the holiday season. Now that it's over now, but you know what we got for Christmas is important.
It's not over. It's not over until after New Year's.
Depends on when this podcast comes out.
Shh.
Oh,
okay, maybe it's over.
What's that noise I hear? Is that reposted in the wrong neighborhood?
Did you hear it? It's good. No, our Christmas was good. I wanted to make sure Christmas was fun because, again, it's just us in our new place, and I wanted something under that tree that we were going to talk about. So, I mean, I'm talking to you now on this wonderful microphone sent to us by Rode.
Well, I mean, I purchased it. I was like, don't say Rode sent it to it. Unless Rode wants to send us free stuff, which in this case, please.
Yo, Rode, hit us up.
Hit us up, please. Free
Sponsor
stuff. Sponsor us. Oh, man, I wish.
This thing is wonderful.
Yeah, it's the latest and greatest.
Quality. Hug it.
I'm not sure what the name is. It should be on your pop filter. What it was. It's the UB. It's a USB. It's the USB dash 204. I want to say it's 204.
Extreme.
What?
Just rolled it. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm kind of sniffly. It's pretty cold out.
Yeah, it's getting pretty chilly again.
Before before we did this, we took a nice long walk to our nearest gas station, and don't walk after you right out of the shower. So it's a bad idea. Anyway,
Well, one of us walked. I heeled.
yeah, that was your big gift.
That's what I got for Christmas. I
Got
got
you
a
nice pair of black Heelys.
pair of black and orange Heelys. That's the important bit.
yeah.
Black and orange Heelys. So, do I look like a total tool on the street?
They pair perfectly with the Back to the Future holographic Marty McFly hat.
And the orange shades. Yeah, totally.
It'd say winner across the shades.
Winner.
we gotta.
Oh man.
Okay, so if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm gonna throw a photo of Nobi wearing all this crap.
Rad.
There it is.
There it is. Boom. Look at me. Look at me being a tool. No, but if you're ever looking for me at a con, you know exactly how to find me now.
That kid.
I will
when he's
stick-
walking down the street.
I will stick out like a sore thumb on Thursday.
Look for him at a con wearing this exact getup.
You know, I can't even name a bunch of YouTubers who have that signature thing, but like it's gonna be my signature thing. Like,
Oh no.
like, oh, you recognize Brosone at a con 'cause you see his purple hat, or you see me with my sunglasses on, but now you cannot miss me for anything. Like, it's so hard to be like, oh, maybe that's NobiNoodle, maybe that's just a guy in orange shades. No, you'll know. You'll see me scooting along, and you'll be like, oh my god, here he comes again.
You catch him and you can punch him in the gut. We'll give you $5. Good luck though.
Eric and his internet hat, stuff like that. Nostalgia Critic and his
over at Nerd Fit, right?
yeah, and like Nostalgia Critic and his tie and hat.
The nerd and his pocket protector.
Yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, it was a good Christmas. We had fun.
Well, we got plenty of other stuff too. Like
Yeah,
so
Afro Circus.
totally not a spoiler. We want to go and hit up our buddies at Mohegan Sun and film something fun there that involves the Circus Afro from Madagascar 3.
Yeah, Madagascar 3. $3 in a bargain bin.
No, I
solid
was
deal.
talking to him I was talking to Nobi before Christmas about how I had seen it like 4 years ago when it came out when I was working retail and never gonna see it again. It had the pack-in wig and everything, and it was a decent movie. Going to shop Black Friday this year. I have to go and get something for my folks at Walmart. There it is. 2 left. All right.
2 left.
$3.
Perfect
Go.
amount.
Best gift.
Best gift.
Gift that keeps on
We
giving.
just watched that Christmas night after we watched the BoJack Horseman Christmas special, 2 episodes of Angry Beavers, and that. Good way to end the night.
Yeah, and we completed the cycle there by leaving Santa a nice box of Yoo-Hoo chocolate drink and some jalapenos.
Yep, just the way the Beavers celebrate Christmas.
And he left us a card that I'm
Yep.
still convinced was you.
Nope, not me. I didn't do it.
Are you sure?
I know how to spell other.
Hey, laughing my ass off.
Hey.
We got some sick vinyl going. We have a record player.
Yeah,
here.
Boston. Yeah, we bought a record player back in July,
Yeah.
and we have a good chunk of vinyl. We have like Gorillaz. We have
Rush.
Rush. We have
Some smooth jazz.
some smooth jazz. But seeing Boston under the tree and seeing the second album, no, not the second one. The one before Uma Thurman's Fall Out Boy vinyl, the one with the Phoenix on it.
Yeah, a Rat-a-tat. The
Rat-a-tat,
essentials.
yeah.
Good stuff.
So good
My
stuff.
songs know what you did in the dark. Etc.
Something about vinyl just hits you just the right way. It's perfect. Just leave it on in the background music. It's not too loud like an MP3, and it's not too grainy like a CD. It just has that perfect, smooth, old-timey feel to it.
It is the best way to casually listen to music. If you've got a CD player that's rad and all, you use headphones, cool, but like vinyl's the way to go.
Yeah, vinyl's the way to, if you just want your friends over, you want to have some music go through the house, you want to light some candles, perfect. Can't go wrong.
You pop open a nice bottle of Bacardi, play King's Cup to 19.
Open up
2000.
a bottle of Manischewitz when your parents come over.
What is that? Oh, Shabbat Shalom.
Yeah, Jewish wine.
Good stuff. Good suck. Thank you, chef.
Everyone over under 21, please do not drink.
So that's what I wanted to talk. When we were talking about gifts earlier, wherever that went, I wanted to bring up our friend Goggle Candy and how we sent him 20 packs of Yu-Gi-Oh boosters.
Oh yeah, and then he live streamed it, which actually was a really good idea.
It was really funny. That's what it was.
Yeah. So like I love Goggle Candy. We call him Chef. We're hoping he does more live stream stuff. I feel like he's a really good personality to be a live streamer, but I'm not gonna push him.
We are totally gonna have him on. I promise.
Oh yeah, no, hell yeah. he's coming on.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you, Chef. We could talk a little bit about staying on Chef for about maybe 5 more minutes or something. We can talk about how he was in the, what was it? Not Masquerade. What do they call that? They did the live chopped.
Okay. Another anime convention, 2016. We are in cosplay chess.
Chess,
And
that's what it was.
the
Yeah.
joke caught on quickly that he looks like Ted Allen from
He looks
Chopped.
just like Ted Allen.
Here's a photo. Look at that handsome mug with myself as BoJack Horseman. Just beautiful. I tweeted it out there, and
The Food Network thought he was
BoJack
actually
Horseman
Tim Allen.
Twitter account thought it was actually him. It's just like, yeah, I didn't approve of this. I didn't. It was really funny. He tweeted it back at the Food Network. I died. But no, he looks just like him, and the joke caught on. So early in the planning stages of the convention, people reached out to him, and they're like, "We have to do a chopped battle." So it was like, I forget the 2 cosplayers. I think it was Wario or Waluigi versus someone from Food Wars.
Yeah, someone from Food Wars.
And Gaga Canyon just kind of came out, and he's just like, "I'm Ted Allen, and this is chopped," and everybody lost their minds, and we saw some trending tweets like, "Is this happening?
Yeah.
Is this a chopped episode at our anime convention?" So that's crazy.
I'm kind of sad it didn't catch on as hard as Ken Cena did. That was like trending on Facebook, which was crazy.
I lost it.
Yeah, that was insane. Everyone was using the hashtag Ken Cena. I really wanted everyone to do hashtag chopped chef or something. But I mean, again,
like in every panel we were in, we just kept yelling it.
Yeah.
Like, hashtag Ken Cena.
Yeah, it was like it spread like cancer or something. It was just crazy. But
I mean, it was cancer.
it was literally cancer. But no, we can. In your show notes here, you have what you wanted to get. What do you mean by that?
Oh no, it's just like we talk about what we got, and then there's the things that we definitely wanted. Like, I really wanted to get you that Spider-Man jump thing.
Oh, like
suit.
the Spider-Man suit, yeah. But I mean, I can go a whole rant about Spider-Man, but I mean, they released the trailer and he has that underarm webbing, so I'm waiting to see if they'll do that with one of the suits, which would be hype.
But then I'm just like, we're cosplay experts. We can add those.
Right. I'm debating just getting the printouts, but I want to get a little more experience with sewing first, because I'd like to just do it myself, because I mean, he made it himself. I feel like that'd be a really cool experience to make it. But again, I mean, it's not like I'm jumping down the hoop to cosplay Spider-Man. Everybody cosplays Spider-Man. It's just when I feel the time is right, I'll be like, yes, it's time to put on the suit.
Yeah, but there's a difference between cosplaying Spider-Man and cosplaying Spider-Man well.
Yeah, that's true. But
so I mean, few people I know personally that cosplay Spider-Man would have a Green Goblin on a hoverboard screaming, "Bring me Spider-Man!"
Yeah, seriously, that's really what's gonna make it. I would love to do it for the premiere.
And you Spider-Man running down the hallway and punching bunny in the gut.
What was that? Censor beep? I like my job. What? No, but I think we should go to the we'll go to Boston. We'll go to one of the big premieres, and we'll just dress up as them. I think that'd be funny.
Yeah, until we have to sit down in those costumes and watch the movie. Bring me my popcorn.
You could do what? Falcon? Is that his name? Yes, Falcon. Frig, the bird.
Falcon? The hero, the Marvel hero.
No. You're right. That's the hero. The hawk? No, the bird one. That's the villain in Spider-Man. I'm drawing a blank.
J. Jonah Jameson?
No. Hold on. Keep going on about something else. I'll look it up.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not all that familiar with Spider-Man outside.
He was like, his reveal was freaking awesome.
That was a good trailer. Don't get me wrong. I'm just like, outside Doc Ock and like Venom and
right.
Mary Jane. I don't really. My Spider-Man knowledge is laughable. He does the maximum spider in Marvel's Capcom. You talk about that. You talk about Marvel's Capcom Infinite. Here we go. There you go.
There's some topic for you.
I mean, they're definitely gonna put him in there because they're like, we want to tie Marvel's Capcom into the Marvel Cinematic Universe a little better. And I was like, well, see you later, X-Men. And apparently that might still happen, but we're gonna get Spidey. Watch him be voiced by the same actor. That'd be pretty rad. Even though I do kind of like the edgy 90s sounding one that they had for 3.
What are you talking about? Oh, the Marvel's Capcom 3.
Yeah. Maximum spider.
I can't believe they don't just have it on the front page. What the fuck is that?
Web sling.
Web sling.
Did you find him? Did you find the bird?
I'm looking for him. No, he's not gonna fight Kingpin. Let's all not be chodes.
Are you sure it's even called Falcon?
No, his name's not Falcon. Falcon's the good guy.
Yeah, Falcon Punch.
But he was in the trailer. I don't know. I'm like drawing such a blank. What was his name?
Can't you just like Google foo like Spider-Man bird villain?
Yeah, he should be right here. Spider-Man, Homecoming, Sony, Vulture. That was his name. Vulture.
Vulture?
Yeah, he's gonna fight Vulture in this one. Vulture's never been in a cinematic movie.
I'm gonna have to take that as truth because I've never heard of him.
You never heard of Vulture?
No.
No, Vulture was like Falcon before Falcon was a thing. When Spider-Man was his really like
Spire Falcon, or is he just like some douche who is a bird?
literally it's the same idea. Like Falcon's just he has the wings. Vulture has the wings too, but they made it more like an Iron Man suit where he has the wings and it's crazy and it's got bombs on it. It's wild. The trailer was nuts.
So that's why Spidey has to fly now.
Yes. I think that's what they're gonna tease it. That's what the upgrade is gonna be for. Like, oh look, now I can glide now too. But
I was watching kind of sort of on the topic. I was watching the new Death Battle from Screw Attack, and they were talking about Deadpool and how Deadpool's swords could cut like the nanofibers or some in Spidey's webs, and I'm like, what?
What?
It's like robot web?
Yeah, I don't
What?
know. I don't know. I don't follow Screw Attack. I don't know enough about Spider-Man's
No.
intentional
it's
webbing.
Like, it's like official Marvel lore, like deepest lore or some like I don't know. Is that something? Is that Iron Man's fault? Did he like roboticize webs? Or just,
Well, I mean,
I thought it was just like spider web.
if you want to
spider
get
thread.
if you want to get deep, I mean, Spider-Man has had like 900 suits, so and like 3 incarnations. So it all depends on which one's doing which. I know like Spidey invented.
Oh yeah, he's a girl now.
Yeah, because you had like the original web fluid, and then it's like he increased it so it could be stronger than steel, and then it was now it's nano, now it's this. I mean, even in the first movie with Andrew Garfield, the second series first movie, he invents it from this like crazy spider wind together with like technology so that it can like I guess it was supposed to be for pulling trains together, so they could move faster and it would be lighter than like steel beams. But like it was just that's what he shot out, and I was like, that's cool. It's cool spider stuff. But I mean, who knows what Tony Stark's gonna give him in this one? It's gonna be crazy.
But can jet fuel melt it?
Yeah. I don't know. Actually, it's really good. We should talk to it. We should tweet at Screw Attack and say, hey, could you make a death battle about the Twin
Spider-Man
Towers
versus
Spider-Man versus jet fuel? We're just gonna cut this whole bit out.
That's what you think.
No, but so yeah, I wanted a Spider-Man suit, but again, I mean, I want to see what other people are doing. If I can do what I want with it, I think it'd be cool. What did you want to get that you didn't get this year?
Well, like, I look at my keyboard and it's boring as
Right.
high sensor beep. But there's this really neat keyboard. I can't remember the name of the company that put it out, but it had the same color scheme as the American Super Nintendo controller, and it glowed purple, and I'm like, that's my aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Glowing purple. Let's
Right.
go. Too bad it was $100. I'm like, yeah. Later.
I mean, even my family was just like, I don't know what it is. I don't get why people don't really get the connection right away. Like, obviously, your favorite color is purple. Mine's favorite color is orange. When I bought an orange car, my family like made the connection. They're like, oh yeah, you really do like orange, don't you? And I'm like, I've had orange pants for like years. My walls are orange.
Where have you
I wear
been?
orange sunglasses. I have orange hats. What happened? I wear orange shirts all the time. I mean, they got me an auto repair kit, and I thought that was kind of a shot in the dark. I got in a car accident recently. It was a total loss.
I was gonna say that's what we've been up to, getting into accident.
Yeah, it's been a lot of ups and downs. That's why we really haven't been super active. But I mean, that car accident was, I guess, a blessing and a curse because my old car is now dead. I got more for it though, which was great. And then I got an orange car. His name is Fighting Dreamer. So that was good stuff. But yeah, no, I won't get any more accidents because my car is bright orange, and if you hit that, you are blind.
Knock on wood. There we go.
Got it.
Got it.
My desk is made of metal and glass, so that didn't work. So I had to go like across the room to bang on something.
Screaming metal death trap.
Scream metal death trap.
No, it's hard to get motivated after you get into a horrible accident with
Yeah.
a trailer.
Yeah.
So
it's been a lot
I
of
feel that.
yeah. It's hard to get back up after a really harsh down, but they always say like it rains, it pours, and then there's the rainbow or some garbage. So
Oh, it's just there's nowhere to go but up.
Yeah.
When you hit the bottom.
all
So
uphill
I
from
guess
here,
that's
kiddy.
reassuring.
But
Whether or not it helps is has yet to be seen. But like, there were other holidays too that went by in the
true.
time we hadn't put out content. So we had
we had
Ghostmas.
Ghostmas. Instead of
Oh,
Halloween this year,
Ghostmas.
we celebrated Ghostmas as the I'm not sure, Blockhead comic.
Yeah, Blockhead is a really old Newgrounds Flash cartoon. It's like, I don't know, 2001 old, maybe a little older than that, 2004. I don't know, but you go look that up on the YouTubes
I don't
or
remember
just
what that.
I don't know why you'd want to go to newgrounds.com, but like if you do, you go check out Blockhead, stuff I liked watching when I was a kid. It's just goofy, the Walmart smiley face with a body, just getting into autistic adventures. Good time, good suck.
Who's the creator's name?
Michael Swain.
Michael Swain. That was what I was trying to remember.
I don't think he's on Twitter. I wish he was,
Right.
because I'd love to talk to him, love to get him on here sometime for absolutely no reason whatsoever other than just, tell me about Blockhead. But it's really funny. I think maybe you just have to have the sense of humor to find it funny. It's dumb, and he celebrates Halloween as Ghostmas, and I think he did it in like August.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's not even Halloween. It's not even the same time you pulled this stunt last year.
Throw us some pumpkins. We just gave out candy. Like we drove 2 streets and handed out candy as opposed to like sitting at our door because our complex
I'm so mad, dude.
Our complex
Like,
was dead.
Yeah, we live in an apartment complex, and you can hear the pitter patter of people walking their children and throughout the buildings to go get candy and stuff. So I took my TV, and I ripped it away from the entertainment center. I put it on a chair in my doorway, this giant bucket of full-size candy bars, and I had Ghostmas Christmas, the Blockhead Ghostmas Carol just playing at like 90% volume. I'm like, all right, if this doesn't get attention, I don't know what will. No one.
Actually,
No one. And we had a friend over, and I got pissed. I was like, what's the point? So I'm like, it. If you don't want to get the candy from my door, I'm going to take the candy to you. Grabbed Nobi, grabbed my buddy, got in the car. We drove to my boss's house, got real loud, woke up his kid. He got pissed. And then we drove up and down his street, just throwing candy and people going nuts.
it was great.
It was a good time.
It was a great time.
We blared the Ghostmas Carol song through the car speakers. Just like, if you're on the street, you know exactly what's coming. You know what you're getting yourself into.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Gonna do it again next year, but this time we'll bring the truck.
Go earlier.
Go earlier.
Yeah, because everyone. Well, I mean, like Halloween now is basically once the street lights go on by, go home.
Well, it's like we got mixed messages out here because like it starts at 8, but people are going around at like 6.
Yeah.
We got confused,
Who knows?
but it still doesn't excuse everybody living in this building for not coming down to our floor.
I mean, we probably have a bad reputation at this point, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Literally, how?
I mean, when you blast songs, they're probably like, yeah, let's move.
Sure,
let's
we
not go
get
downstairs.
loud. We're just like, we have a good time, but then again, you can't really hear anything. Like, we're walking up and down, got to go do laundry and stuff. You can't hear anything from any other person's home unless you're in front of their door.
Right.
So unless people are just secretly sitting and camping outside our door to listen to what we're doing,
Mhm.
I don't think they're gonna hear us.
Who knows? Before we get into this, we're at like the 45-minute mark. I'm not sure if you're gonna want to break soon, but we'll talk about Thanksgiving. I mean, I don't have a lot to say about Thanksgiving besides like it was Thanksgiving. We had dinner.
You gotta lighten up there, dude. Just have some fun with it. God, we don't have a schedule. No one can tell us how long we have to go on.
I mean, I do.
You bitch. No, Thanksgiving was it was standard fare. I mean, you know what you get when you talk about Thanksgiving. It's just food, coma, wake up. Oh, it's not Thanksgiving anymore. It was fun.
I don't even really remember what happened at Thanksgiving. I don't remember having Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know what I had. Probably turkey. I had deviled egg. I had a lot of deviled eggs.
Some
That's what it
roast
was.
beef, some chicken, a
Some
pizza.
No, I had a lot of deviled eggs. Your mom made me some. My family made me some. I was gonna go into an egg coma. I don't think you can eat that many eggs in a short period of time, but oh boy, did I! And
No, she made you
it was like
48
yeah, 48 deviled eggs, and I ate them all, minus one.
in what, like 3 days?
Yeah, yeah.
Woo!
Stomach ache.
That was good. My favorite holiday treat is crab dip and crackers. I didn't get any of that until yesterday, so it was worth the wait. So I hope your deviled eggs, don't take those for granted, man. Just love them.
I love them to death, but when you eat 48 of them, you're like, maybe I shouldn't eat these till next year.
Why didn't you tweet about that?
Tweet about what?
You should have taken a photo and slapped that on Twitter or your Instagram or whatever.
Change that as my Twitter background. Change it my Twitter background to deviled eggs.
Oh, can I? That'd be hype.
Open up a PO box and just have people send me deviled eggs.
We don't check the PO box for like a week. You go there and it's like, oh, what does it smell like? Oh.
No, I'd probably get an angry phone call from the guys at the PO box, and they'd be like, "Pick up your shit."
At the post office, they're just like, come clean it out. I think someone sent you something that died.
Someone sent you a dead animal, and I'd be like, "Oh, eggs, gross."
It's a dead animal.
It's a dead animal. They're all in Arta wig boxes. I'd be like, oh, recycling.
No, but if you follow us on Twitter, which you totally should, at NobiNoodle and at Persona3FES, we were messing with stuff for Christmas, just kind of winterizing everything. I'm on Twitter a lot.
Yeah, he's
because
on Twitter a lot.
I just don't care for other social media. I'm actually looking into getting rid of the Brosona Facebook page just because I never use it anymore. It's kind of a moot point. I just post stuff on the NobiNoodle one, so like whatever.
The NobiNoodle one is just essentially it's cosplay stuff, and then it's, so if we do a cosplay, I'll post like photo shoots on there, or it's funny videos we film, or it's little bits or information,
like
that's
trailers
super
for our
important.
episodes.
Yeah, or it's like super important information that it's like, oh, we're doing this, we're going here. But if you really want more information, the best social media website would be NobiNoodle.com.
Or just hear me out on this one. You could listen to our podcast.
Yep.
Because we get to that.
But that's also on NobiNoodle.com.
Is it?
Yeah. You have a whole section for podcasting.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah, so if you like, that's our center hub. You'll know what cons we're going to. You'll know what videos are out. You'll know what podcast just came out. You'll know what cosplays we've done, because all that's on there. So really, it's your go-to center for everything.
If you're as much of a fan as you claim to be, you can get your fix there, NobiNoodle.com.
Or if you're like Brosona and you hate social media and you have none of it, you don't need any social media to go to NobiNoodle.com and see everything.
This is very true.
So like,
in fact, it's my ideal way to get my NobiNoodle fix.
Yep, there you go.
So hit us up there. It's like one day we'll be trending.
Maybe
on Twitter
one day,
because Instagram.
All right, well, sure. Don't follow me on Instagram. It's sometimes it's cosplay, sometimes it's just me being a total loser.
So that's what I love about Twitter. It's whatever the heck I want it to be.
Right.
So
it also has like a bunch of news.
Sometimes I'll post about cosplay, but mostly it's game or whatever.
Right. And I mean, like, Twitter is a great way to network too. Like that's all I found is like you can DM people on Twitter and they'll much more likely respond. Because if you're trying to reach someone out on YouTube and you YouTube message somebody, it's dead. I don't even look at my YouTube messages anymore. I'll look at the comments. If you leave a comment, I usually answer most of them, if not all of them, because they're not that long, unless it's on the crossplay episode, which has like 150 comments at this point. And I'm like, what the heck?
It's a man.
It's cut that. But yeah, no. NobiNoodle.com is the best place to find everything. And then go off the social media links at the bottom of the page and figure out what you want to follow us on.
Most of the things we're going to talk about when it comes to us here on this podcast, you can find right there on the homepage, like when we're going to a con and what con it is, and some of the cosplays we've had. So if we resurrect some of those to just, not care to con, you'll be like, oh, wait, I saw that on your website. It's them. Go get them.
Go get them. Go get them.
Good stuff. Some of the other folks I've been following on Twitter, it's a fellow podcast group. My buddy, the Duke of Duang, introduced me to a couple of years back. It was like 2014. They're called Random Assault. Random Assault is a lovely bunch of folks that have been hating everything you've loved since 2011. They're a great group of people. We were actually on there a couple times.
Yeah,
they had us on talking about animes and video games and a bunch of swears that aren't censored because they have no filter,
Yeah,
and I
they have literally
admire them for that.
no shame, and I'm just like, I have a kid from the audience.
I aspire to be that one day. Just be like, I'm not gonna censor this one, and I'm gonna release it.
And then we'll
And
lose.
then you're gonna find it, and you're gonna be like, bro, and I'm gonna be like, oh no, I missed one.
And then I'll be like, oh no, we're back. We're back to square one. Like, it's okay, but some of the stuff they say on there, I'm just like, there's no way.
Oh,
I
yeah.
take after who's the other guy? Who's the guy that left? Alex. I take after
Alex.
him. I take after him in some ways. I'm just like, I get it. I know why he's afraid, and I know, like, I feel like they don't care enough. If it, like, again, they're not in it for getting big. They're in it for just having fun.
Yeah, they're just there to have fun.
Talking to some people, and we're doing that too. We're just having fun. But the issue is, the issue is our audience is so young. Like, a lot of our audience is really young, and that's how we get in trouble in the long run, because people are gonna come,
no.
Yeah,
like,
people
I totally get it.
Yeah,
It's
people will
just...
come to us and be like, do not use the word. Do not use the word.
Whoa.
Bro, that's what that's what. No,
really.
I was like, you better censor that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it just, that's why we have the censor beep. It's like, you can, if you're an adult, you can figure out what I said. If you're, if it's a kid, you have no idea what the hell I said.
It goes in line with the whole, they asked us to do a panel about, for parents about kids getting into cosplay. So I get it. I know why. It's just, it would be funny. But then again, you have to have that sense of humor. Like, we're not shock jockeys.
And I mean, the thing about that is too, it's like, again, what I said, like, if you're old enough, you'll know what we said. Like, you'll understand what the and the are. But like, if you're a kid, you're like, oh, haha, funny censor beep. He said a bad word, but it was
have those days where you just unexpectedly laugh at a censor noise for no good reason. You're just like, that's why we're here.
All kids think that stuff's hilarious because they're like, oh, he said a bad word, but he censors it because he's a clean comic or whatever. And
sure. Whoa, that's so unlike them.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I like to think of us as like the big brothers to our entire audience. So it's like
our brothers and sisters.
Our brothers and sisters. We are the Anakis.
Stop.
So you look up to us, and we're senpai or whatever.
Stop.
Well, I mean, think about like QCK and how good of a turnout we had, and all those kids were young, but they were like, we've been following you forever, and I'm glad that even that guy who had come up to me, if you're listening, you came up to me at AAC, and I was eating dinner, and you had said, oh, I love your stuff. I'm glad to keep it up, and I was shocked. I rubbed my heart, and I was like, oh, good stuff. But I mean,
well, just because you don't see them all the time doesn't mean we don't have fans.
Well, I don't like to call them fans, but I mean, like, yeah, we have an audience, and like, it's great. They're great. Like, they never cause me problems. They don't cause drama. They are hopefully taking my advice.
Why wouldn't you call them fans then?
Because the word fan is just, I don't know, it's weird.
It's so broad. You can use it you can apply it to every situation. They're just fan.
I would just call them.
They like what we do.
They're cosplayers. Some of them are cosplayers, but most of them are.
And by extension, they listen to us and they enjoy what we do, and we should keep it up. They are our fans.
All I see when you say the word fan, all I see is a ceiling fan. I don't know what it is.
Oh, this is better than what I see, and it's those freaks who love Steven Universe so much that they go and bash some hotel online. I want one of those one day.
What
I want those kinds of fans for NobiNoodle.
I do.
They just
not.
break. They're just like, ah.
Yeah, that's when you get to levels of Justin Bieber, and we're not. No. Those fans throw water bottles at people.
We do.
Yeah.
That being said, we circled back around to Graham. I'm gonna take this opportunity to. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. We're going to break.
Okay.
To wear NobiNoodle's clothes? Have you ever wanted to be NobiNoodle?
Yeah, Grandma, now we're cooking with results.
Kirby, you are the father.
No, it's pink.
Two to the one, from the one to the three. I like good and I like good smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe. And I get more than a toilet seat.
Nerdy t-shirts, Hot Topic, Newbury Comics, Think Geek. Who does not like a nerdy t-shirt? NobiNoodle.com/store.
Who gives a am I right? Dope.
And we're back. The very first break segment of Otaku. That felt good.
Don't know what the played, but we'll figure that out when we get back, I guess.
Oh, I'll let you just kind of imagine. So many possibilities. I've got so many plans. It's gonna be great. Felt good. Just got up, shook the legs, grabbed some tea. Random Assault. They're a great group of people. I said that already.
Yeah, we've already.
However, it bears repeating. You should go check them out over at randomassaultpodcast.com. I love you guys.
They have a website.
They do have a
I just listen to them on iTunes.
No, they have an actual website. They post stuff there, mostly just the stuff you can find on iTunes or whatever. But like they also put their Let's Plays and their interviews and stuff on there too.
No, I mean
They have a when they do live Let's Plays, they I forget what website they use. I can actually bring it up because my computer is open. It's called Hitbox. I've never heard of it before. I thought it was kind of dumb, but supposedly from what they were saying, it's better than Twitch. And I'm on Twitch. You can find me at Persona3FES on Twitch. I'm not really on there much anymore because I haven't had the motivation to play games.
Yeah, also
but I also sold my
systems.
PS4, and we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But I don't have a computer that can handle the Elgato game capture at the moment, so I'm just kind of like, it's another biding your time thing.
Yeah, those OS stuff is bullshit.
Yeah, but we can't talk about games because games are fun.
Yeah, we can.
Cosplayers play games.
Mm-hmm.
People cosplay from games. Want to talk about games?
Sure.
I was kind of hoping you'd say no, so I could say kill yourself, but that's fine. That works.
No.
PS4's dead.
PS4 is dead.
So I haven't been touching that.
Yeah,
We do a PlayStation 2, which is good. We bought you Devil May Cry 3.
Yep. Well, no, we bought the original Devil May Cry. You're on Devil May Cry 3.
Oh, okay. It's Devil May Cry.
Yeah, Devil May Cry.
I can go eat.
1 and 3 are really the only ones that are worth your money. But like,
Why do you hate 2?
2 has the problem that it was with 4, which is you play as somebody else throughout half the game, and why would you want to do that? Like Nero is fine, but like I hate Nero. I don't remember.
Who did you play as in 2?
It's the lady. I don't remember what her name was. It's
her name's just Lady, the one in white, right?
No. She's not in the game yet.
Trish?
Nope, Trish wasn't in the game yet either.
Oh, well then who the was?
It was. I want to say it was something with an N. I'm probably off. I don't remember what her name is. I haven't played 2 in years. Because 2
I've
came
never
out.
played it at all. That's why I asked.
Yeah, no, 2 came out like right.
Oh, it's Bayonetta.
Yeah, it was Bayonetta. No, 2 came out like right after the PS1 was starting to on its way out. So it was a long time ago. That was like when I used to play Qbert. So that was a long time ago. Original Crash, all that stuff. But like, yeah, I don't remember what her name was. But you play as her for most of the game, and like, there's so little Dante in it that you're just like, well, I had fun as Dante. Why can't I play as Dante? And like, the original one isn't a keeper. The game plays a little slower. The devil trigger is stupid because he just floats and he's like, I am God power now. But 3 is the most fun. 3 is the one I tell everybody to get because you'll have a good time, and it's the prequel, so you don't need any story background to know what's going on.
And Jester's in it.
And Jester's in it. Jester's a good character until the end, but it's a good character.
No spoilers.
4 was, I guess, if you're like a casual player, you can pick that up, and like it doesn't really involve itself with the old stuff. It's just haha devil guy, haha beat
devil guy,
beat the church. Nero sucks, but I guess you get to play as Dante when you beat the game. But like,
they re-released that one where you can play as Virgil and
Trish
you can play
too. As Virgil and Trish. I think you can play as Lady too. I don't remember. Lady's outfit in the 4th one though, good stuff. Yeah, but I mean,
not wrong.
And then we can talk about DMC, but I don't even want to touch that anymore.
We don't talk about DMC. We addressed everything we felt about DMC in our episode PlayStation All-Stars Cosplay Royale. Go check that one out.
Like, I'm not even gonna complain about the gameplay. It's all right, but I can't stand what they pandered so hard, and they were just like, oh, let's on old Devil May Cry, and I'm like, and then he's just like Dante was a before, but he was a classy, he's just like a complete tool.
No, he's just an edgelord now.
He's an edgelord, and I hate it. And look at that,
skunk-haired edgelord.
It just died. It was a dead thing, and now he's just dead forever. I'm assuming in maybe Marvel vs. Capcom 4, they're gonna bring back old Dante, which would be great.
Infinite, yeah. Well, he was in 3.
Yeah,
and he was in all.
I feel like they'll bring him back if they put the new one in there. Oh my god.
No, I don't think they will because they had the new one in PlayStation All Stars, and that game, it didn't do that great.
Right.
And I'm assuming they want to not associate themselves with that again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, however, if they do put new Dante in there, I'll be pretty disappointed.
Right.
Not like I can play it anyway, but like,
yeah.
We've also been playing Pokemon.
Pokemon Sun and Moon. I forgot that even came out. Yeah, Pokemon. I mean, it was good. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, it's a Pokemon game, but I mean, this one's like colors
Mix
on
stuff up. Like
Yeah.
I talked about this with Random Assault
Yeah.
a little bit about what was different about it, and I think it changed enough that it warranted me to look at it again and give it a shot. It's like I had an Alpha Sapphire or whatever for like a week.
Yeah.
Bored out of my mind.
Yeah, it didn't do
got rid of
anything.
it.
It was like playing a sequel, but like it's just like But I mean, something about X and Y was just so off the market because it was just so different that it kind of like captures you, and you're like, wow, this is a whole new setup. This is crazy. Can't believe
Yeah,
they can do
wasn't
this
it
in
like-
Pokemon games now.
It was like the first full 3D
yeah,
Pokemon.
It's the first 3D, and you were like, wow, this is gorgeous. And this one was like, it's the same idea. Like they overdid the I think a lot of it though is like the fact that I have the older 3DS, so it lags a little bit, and I feel like that takes away from some of the gameplay. Because like when you get into like a triple battle, oh my god, that
Well,
thing
like
is, that thing
you
is
can't do triple battles in Sun and Moon, but like
You
it's
know-
the double battles.
yeah.
Yeah, I get what you were saying.
Yeah.
It does. It chugs real bad.
Yeah, it chugs.
And like it's trading, you're always lagging behind. You're waiting for the other person if you have a new 3DS.
Yeah.
And it takes forever to start.
Yeah. But like, I mean, in terms of gameplay, like it was good. Like the characters are great. The rivals funny, I guess.
Getting the bag, Nibby.
Getting the bag, Nibby is really good. A lot of memes. It's not like, I don't know. It's just good. It's long. Like I feel like this game was really long.
Yeah, I'm still like I finished the game 9 days after it came out because like the difficulty curve it hits you hard, but then when you get over it, it's like you're rolling downhill.
Right.
And that happens a lot. So it's definitely not a hard game, but there is a lot to do.
Yeah, there's a whole
I'm
lot
still
to do.
working on doing stuff
It's like-
supposedly you can go and catch ultra beasts and things like that, and legendaries they're giving out later and stuff. So it'll be cool, and I'm sure everybody at the cons we're gonna go to gonna be playing that.
Right. And it was weird to just have like, because you're so used to the system of, oh, you beat the 8 gyms or whatever, and then you go see the Elite Four, and then you beat the rival, and then you win. And like then there's post game stuff, but like you don't necessarily have to do the post game stuff. Like the X and Y one was just like, oh, help this guy solve the mystery, and then you get so sick of that Esper noise, you're like, well, that
those
mystery is gonna
eyes.
rot.
Yeah.
But with Sun and Moon, it's like you never know when it's gonna end because there's so many Z crystals to get.
Yeah, there's one for every type, and then you've got your specials like Pikachu's and your Snorlax and
Yeah, it's
your
just
starters and stuff.
it's just wild. It was just like, wow, this is trugging. Because I thought I was done with the 4th island, and then she was like, oh, you beat me, and then it's just like, oh no, there's more, and I'm like, what?
What?
And then again, Ultra Beast. I haven't even touched the president stuff. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's a lot to do. It's just it's a lot of new learning, which is good. I just wish it didn't handhold you for half of it in the beginning.
Yeah, that got kind of
Yeah.
tedious.
Like, if anything, they should handhold you towards the end when you don't know what to do.
oh, it's like no, it's because by the end you should know what the hell you're doing.
Right, but I mean, like, I feel like in the beginning it was like, this is how you catch Pokemon. This is how you do this. This is how you
It
do
went
that.
far beyond the whole the cutscene where it shows you how to catch Pokemon. It did way more than it was supposed to. But like then again, you think about Pokemon's actual audience.
Yeah, they're kids. But like, I was thrown back. I was just like, I would love the help now, to be honest. But okay.
But it's Pokemon. It's not hard to understand. Like some of the newer features bared repeating when it came to how they work. But like, it's the same standard formula Pokemon's always been following.
Right.
You give it some time. There's some new stuff to get used to, like new attacks and new types or whatever.
There's new
No.
types.
Huh?
There's new types.
No, not like. There's new typing, like the little lizard guy. He's poison fire, but he can still
all right,
poison
yeah,
poison
word.
types. You're like,
Yeah.
what?
What?
Yeah, there's just stuff that mixes it up. Not like the Pokemon Prism ROM hack where they added 2 new actual types, and I was like, no,
No.
get
bent.
C Indeed,
See, indeed.
eat it, cease and desist, get out. We'll sue you. We can talk about your team.
Oh, my team of just well, I mean, my starter's in the box because I started with Poplio and I loved Poplio, and then he grew up into an idle Nico knee trash, and then I was just like, see how long you last, and then he just kept dying in one hit, and I was just like, it's not the same as Greninja. Greninja, for whatever reason, can hold himself. He's fast enough, but Poplio is just too slow. So
it
I'm
was
just like,
it was funny because like I ran through the game I like gross types, I like grass types, and I like flying types. So that was entirely my team, and I was cruising through. I got blocked a lot, but it was kind of like watching you play it was really funny to me, just because I gave you Pukumuku, I gave you little star dude, the
Oh,
rock.
yeah, Minner. Minner's great. You teach it explosion, you'd never have to worry again. He's your ace in the hole for the rest of your life.
No, the best part is I'm just sitting there playing, and so are you, and you've got you're doing whatever, and I'm minding my own business. When all of a sudden you just burst out, "It didn't die!" You look over.
Well, you just
Like,
because when you use a move like that, it's a risk because if your team dies, you're just dead. So like explosion will kill the person. Like you die before your enemy does. So even if your enemy doesn't drop, like it's great if they drop at the same time because it counts as the kill and you still win. But yeah, that was rough. That was real
I
rough.
think your crowning achievement though was when you were getting slowpoke. You were running slowpoke. You gave him your normal Z crystal, and he had Z yawn.
Yeah, Zeon. His moves suck.
I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, why are you just so tragic when it comes to Pokemon?
He just dropped like he was a one-hit kill, and I was just like, why did I even bother bringing you out?
Z yawn.
I was just like, what's the point, Zeon? I thought it was gonna do something cool, like it was gonna go faster or something. I guess it has more status effects. It's like if you use like Z rest or whatever, I guess you take out all status when you wake back up, which is great. But like Z yawn is literally just yawn. Like it doesn't like it might do something, like you might increase an attack or something, but like wow.
I ran the whole game without using a single Z power. I'm messing with them now with that the game is over, but like I didn't know about Z yawn or any of those moves. Like I didn't know that that's how that worked.
Yeah.
So when you showed me, I went through that whole cutscene of Slowpoke building up power. He's got those angry eyes or whatever, and that blue swooshy background,
Yeah.
and it just abruptly cuts back to the fight. He's sitting on the grass and he yawns. It's just like
That's it.
More.
Stupid.
And I lost it.
Yeah, it was just
So good.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, I think Pokemon Sun and Moon is worth picking up. If
Yeah.
you haven't played it yet and you like the Pokemon, you like them Pokemons just enough that you're curious, I would recommend it. It's cheap.
I kind of
It's
wish
long.
I kind of wish they had released this when the remake of what was it?
Ruby Sapphire.
Yeah, the remake of Ruby Sapphire. I kind of wish they had released this instead. I feel like more people would have picked it up.
Well, I mean, supposedly they were working on it still because they're planning on releasing it for the Switch in like an HD version.
Wow.
From what I hear, it's called Stars. So I mean, if they were working on all three versions, I'd imagine why that's the reason it took so long.
Word. It just something about me didn't sit right with the Ruby and Sapphire remake. It was just like why?
No, that was garbage.
Yeah, it was just like there's really no point. It would have been cooler to have Alola come out like last year when the hype was still like so alive. I feel like it would have carried better. I feel like now it's just kind of like people who picked it up. People who didn't.
The hype's still there, dude. That Pokemon Go crap really just kind of
Oh my god.
injected Pokemon back into mainstream. I don't think it has anything to worry about when it comes to hype.
I kind of like how Pokemon Go kind of died a little bit though. I'm just like I'm not surprised because a lot of people picked it up, but I don't see a lot of people playing it anymore. And
Because it's winter.
yeah, but also because
And they're just like, have some new Pokemon. Go walk for Pokemon. It's like, but it's 10 degrees outside, you moron.
it's also a little dead.
What?
It's also a little dead.
Yeah,
it's
that's super true. I can't remember the last time I touched it.
just I don't know, something about when the battery it kept draining my battery, and I was just like, I give up. That was fun. That's cool. The gym
really
thing was
liked, like,
cool. I kind of wish they did.
after
I kind of wish they did more like what they do at cons, where you have like gym badges, like you become your own leader, and then like you could like take over a gym, and then like you have to fight that gym leader to get that badge. That would be kind of cool. Like, oh, this person is a certain level, and then like you can go up and challenge them, and then you can get that badge from them, and then it's like, oh, how many badges do you have? Increase your levels by this much or something. I don't know. I feel like they could have done a lot more with it, like with trading and with battling each other, and I don't know. But again, it's a system game, so like you can only do so much on a freaking iPhone. So
right. That's what made Soul Silver and Heart Gold so good, because you could do that at the end. It was end game. You could be a gym leader, and occasionally you would get people to come and challenge you every day. That was awesome.
Yeah. So it's like if they did that with real people, I feel like that'd be like great. But I mean, I don't know what they call I know one of our buddies would, but I mean, the Pokemon tournaments they have at cons, where you find the gym leader with the scarf, and you can challenge them for their own custom made badges. And you just play the latest version of the game, so X or Y, or I'm assuming you can do Alola now too. I think they might wait till Alola to do when you get the trade over, like when we get
in January for
yeah,
Pokemon
when
box.
when they get the bank back, but
Yeah.
we'll see. But yeah, I mean that's a lot of fun because then you can go home with because I mean people love getting pins from badges. I'm sorry, pins from cons anyway. And coming home with a custom made Pokemon leader badge is kind of cool, especially because there's multiple of them. So
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard about that before.
Really?
Now that you bring it up, that's kind of new to me. Like, I know we do tournaments at AAC,
right.
where it's just a straight tournament, but I didn't know we did like the gym leaders and stuff.
I don't think AAC does it. I know a lot of bigger cons will do it. They'll have you literally just look for a green scarf, and they'll have their pin on it, and there'll be a team that's assigned to, okay, you're this kind of team. Like, I think some of our friends I know one has a fairy team, and I know one has I'm actually not sure what I want to say she's water, but I could challenge them with I had the latest version of the game, and you have to follow standard rules, don't use super hard legendaries and stuff like that, like how they do for regular tournaments. But it's really cool because then you go home with a badge, and it's like, oh yeah, that's fun. It's engaging. You go up, a lot of people want to challenge you, kind of thing. So it's
well,
cool.
I mean, that's also a nice way to you're waiting for a panel to start and you're stuck outside in a line.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's gonna be a while.
A lot of them just hang out outside of panels when people are just waiting, and people will come up and challenge them while they're waiting in line.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that was a thing.
That's a good idea. I don't know who
You know, I
started it,
suppose.
but yeah, but there's a lot of them too. I guess PAX had a ton of them there because I mean it's a gaming convention, but I was just like, wow. But
I'm still disappointed in you that you didn't want to go and see any of those games. I was like, dude, why else? That's all it is.
Yeah, I had the 3-day pass too. I mean, I was filming half of the time anyway, so it was just like there wasn't a lot of stuff I could do before the game floor got freaking packed. I had to sit in lines to do anything. The only thing that looked interesting was they had that stupid Overwatch booth with the cars. Those ladies, those cosplay ladies they had were super nice though. They let us film them and everything, and a lot of the staff were really cool. I had more fun just chatting. In the outside stuff though, it's really good networking. Everyone's really nice. I don't know if they're being nice because they're technically internet famous or because they don't want to soil their reputation, but just going to that hotel and just seeing people I had no idea who the heck they were, and other people being like, oh, you can't talk to them, and I was just like, why can't I talk to them? And they were so happy to speak with me. I'm like, hey, I heard you do this stuff. Or they're complaining to me oh, they really want to take your picture, but they won't approach you. And they're like, why? And I was like, I don't know. Go up to them. And then he went up to them and took their picture. And I was just like, they're like, oh my God, thank you so much. And I'm just like, dude, I don't know who the heck this guy is. He's got a Pokemon hat on. I don't know who he is.
When it comes to cons like PAX and E3, that's all you go for. Because eventually you're going to get to play the game anyway. So who cares? You want to go talk to the people behind the games. And
right.
It maybe E3 is a little different because I couldn't just stroll up to Reggie Fils-Aimé and just start shooting with him. It's a little more difficult than that.
Well, I mean, the thing about
I imagine at PAX when everybody's there.
Yeah, these people were just hanging out in the lobby. They're just I recognized some of them vaguely. Oh, I think I've seen this guy before. But again, they're there to talk to people. They're not just in the lobby to do nothing.
Yeah.
They want to it's been a long PAX. They've saw what they want, and if you can start a conversation with them, it's just like being your friend. The issue with I can go a whole rant about this. The issue is a lot of people have this idolization in their minds where it's difficult to talk to somebody because you're nervous and you come off as nervous, and then you're like, the guy's like, haha, yeah, let's take a picture, and they kind of want to push you away from the conversation because it has that weird tension.
Yeah.
But again, I didn't know who the hell this guy was. I was just like, hey, dude, my friends know who you are. Do you want to take a picture with them? And he was like, oh, yeah, whatever. And I was like, cool, yeah. And then I hung out. I was around the bar. I was walking around. And, I think my attitude with the whole thing, made people think that I was also one of them. Because people were like, oh, yeah, well, what do you do? And I was just like, hands a business card out. And they were like, oh, that's cool. And I was just like, yeah. But again, in my head, I didn't make the correlation between, oh, there's a lot of YouTubers down here, ranging from, semi-famous to big names that I would have recognized but didn't know. But me walking around that crowd seeming like I belonged there made people assume that, oh, I'm also one of them. And I'm like, I'm not, though.
It's not hard to do, I guess. It kind of we can relate where we go back to Kineticon and we were hanging out at the end of Friday. or maybe it was Saturday. I don't remember. But
was
like we
Friday.
were at the bar,
No,
we
you're
were hanging
right.
out with friends. We were just kind of kicking back because
Yeah.
it was a long day. And there's, the nostalgia critic. There's Doug Walker, and a lot of people are just, oh, I love this. I love this. This movie is so funny. I can't believe you reviewed this. We're sitting there at the bar with our friends, and he comes over, and we just start talking. It's not hard.
Right. It's just they're
And
people.
a lot of people do this at the end of the day because they are tired of talking about the things that they do.
Yeah.
We're people too. They're people too. You just
I mean,
sometimes it's okay to put that stuff away.
right. It was him. It was him and his team, and they were down there. And I'm assuming it's because they were down there because they were celebrating a good day. A lot of people came to their booth. Whatever. But they do
Online.
not. They do not want to talk about, what they do. They're people. At that point, they are people. I get it. You can go to their booth and it's like, oh, haha, this was so funny. And they're like, oh, thanks. They appreciate you complimenting their work. But at the end of the day, it's like I always like to hear, oh, this video was great. And I'm like, oh, that's good. But it's like, I don't mind just talking to you like a normal person. Talk to me about the weather. I don't give a
Yeah, we just we had a couple drinks in us, and we're just like, hey, how's it going, man?
Yeah.
How are you enjoying the con? How long are you guys here for? What you up to? How are you doing?
Yeah, we just couldn't believe how many people were just freaking out, and I was just like, dude, relax, you're making the guy nervous.
It was kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, I was just like clapping my hands together. I'm just like, I'm just gonna let him do his thing, and he can do whatever the heck he wants.
The Muppet guy was there too.
Muppet guy.
The guy who, I think it was the Muppets, or maybe he was like old cartoon characters or something. But like, he was sitting right next to me. And Doug Walker, was talking to him about some of his stuff, like some of his processes or whatever. It was just a pleasant conversation. I was sitting right there, so I was like kind of sort of eavesdropping, but it was nice. It was refreshing to hear. They're just like, I guess Doug's a fan of his, and they were just talking like people. It wasn't, oh my God, fangasm. It was just pleasant conversation over drinks. It's nothing special.
It's it's industrial conversation. Like I love to talk to people about what they do. And it's like, it's a whole different conversation of you sharing your own stuff and then talking to somebody about what they do, but let them start that conversation. Don't bring up like, oh my God, you were in this video, hashtag hilarious. Just let it be natural. Just be like, oh, hey dude. Yeah, I know who you are. And then they're like, oh yeah, thanks dude. And I was just like, oh yeah, I've seen some of your stuff. Like, blah, blah, blah. How was your day? And start shooting the and then, oh yeah, like what do you? I was like, oh, I don't recognize you. Like, what do you do? And then I was just like, oh, like that. Like, I'm gonna derail for 1 second here. And it was just like, I went to when I was at PAX, I got to go to the World of Warcraft after party, and people like who was there? The two main movie stars were there. Jessica Marzipan. I don't know if you know who she is. Chloe Dexter.
Don't.
Yeah, they're. I know they've done stuff for Nerdist. I know who Chris Hardwick is. But they've done stuff on Nerdist before. She was a host. She hosted Just Cause. Jessica Marzipan I think she does stuff with Blizzard now. I'm not really sure. I know before she was with Crabcat. She did that whole that girl who's on the Game Grumps now, Holly. Her husband Ross does a bunch of stuff with them. Did I lose you?
No, I'm still listening.
Okay. Yeah. So he was they were there, and I had, they had free drinks. It was cool. We all hung out. I was working at the time, but it was cool to get involved. I didn't really care much for the World of Warcraft movie. It was okay, I guess, what I've heard. The visual effects were cool, but again, I've never really been into Warcraft, so above my head. But it was cool to see all those people, and a lot of people I talked to where they were like, oh, we have this YouTube channel, we review this stuff. We do like reviews for Blizzard games and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh, that's neat. And then they were like, what do you do? And hand them a business card, and they were just like, oh yeah, this is interesting. It's interesting. But it was almost like there was a whole new level. And it was really funny to me because the one person who was really engaged with me was Jessica Marzipan, because we did like gang sign handshakes. And
all right.
Well, they just don't care. They're at that point. What do they care?
They're having fun.
And those other guys were just kind of like almost like closed off, like on the high horse, and they were just like, oh yeah, well, we're here. And I'm like, yeah, but so I'm in this room too, you know that, right? Like, we're all here, we're all on this list. Yeah, so that was just weird. It was funny to see. I didn't get to talk to Chloe Dykstra. She was back and forth. She was talking to a lot of other people. I didn't want to bother her. I was just like, oh no, she can talk with her friends. Like, the big thing is too, like, if you really, really want that selfie, wait till a dip in a conversation, or just like literally just if you're balls to the wall, just go right up to them and talk to them. Like, they don't care. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, and just don't hang on, don't like grip like the Titanic, just let go. But
I'm glad you didn't make a Frozen joke.
a lot of them just, were very approachable, and it was funny to see. And I was like, I wish I had known more of them. I don't do my research though, so a lot of them I was
Probably
just
because they're sick of all those people who are just clingy and fans and
like, yeah, it's a long day. It's a party where you feel like it's, it's a little escape. Like, oh, this is other people in my industry to talk to,
so-
and then if you're a clingy, cling.
So- yeah, it's just a breath of fresh air where someone's just like, how are you doing?
Yeah, I can't believe I gang signed with her. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. This person is pretty chill. That's great. It's good to see, and that's really good publicity for them, because then I wouldn't go on record and be like, oh yeah, this person was a jerk. And I'd be like, yeah, no, they were great.
And we've met some jerks.
No names. Not even gonna bring it up. That was awful.
Yeah, those are stories for another day. I'm
Yeah.
sure we'll get to those.
Yeah, holy crap.
Like, it's also funny when you brought up the World of Warcraft movie. I completely forgot that was a thing.
Yeah,
I know you were talking about it like after PAX and stuff, but
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of that either.
Right.
I've had friends throughout the years who were obsessed with it, and I think that's what drove me away from it, because when I say obsessed, I'm like, you still get those people who are people or know people dating people who are like, don't talk to me, I'm raiding, or I have to do, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah, no, I
like
do.
that kind of obsession just turns me off of stuff.
Right.
Which is, maybe that's another reason why some fandoms scare me.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It all comes together, like, the fandoms, the obsessions, unless you like that and it doesn't bother you, I mean, that's fine. But like, to some of us, it's cringeworthy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, the only thing I can't even segue from that. It's just like,
Well, no, we were talking about games.
right. But I'm trying to.
This is the kind of things. This is the kind of stuff that you should do on a podcast. Talk so much. Have fun talking. An industrial conversation.
I'm dead.
Let's
No,
talk
but
about
I can't think of any other games that came out though. That's why I'm like,
we don't necessarily have to be playing games that have come out recently. Like, we're still playing Smash. That never
Yeah.
gets old.
duh. Making weird maps.
The Clench Trench.
Clench Trench.
So like, our favorite stage to fight on is the Hyrule Temple. You really can't go wrong fighting down there.
That's true.
You're gonna prolong a fight to like 900 damage. You can do it down there. We wanted to go deeper. We wanted to go harder, so we made the Clench Trench. It's just the bottom of Hyrule Temple.
Yeah, just the
You need to
bottom.
close off a section.
Yep.
Really small place to fall. Mr. Smiley in a corner. He's just a smiley face.
That was Clench
Like,
Trench
yeah.
X. We added the lava.
Huh?
So the original Clench Trench is just there's no lava, there's no nothing. It's just like cardboard cutout of Hyrule Temple's mini stage.
Yeah.
And then the Clench Trench X is the one where we added the lava and made it a little bigger and made it harder to fight on. And then Clench Trench Omega was even more lava and even tighter space to fight in.
And a bigger Mr. Smiley. He's just the colon D face flipped right side up.
Yep.
And if you get unlucky enough to get knocked into that, and you're in there for a while, you're gonna burn.
Yeah.
You mother.
It goes from like 100 to 300% in like 5 hits.
Yeah, it's bad, but that's what makes it fun. But the computer players can't figure out how to get down there. When you die, you start above the whole thing.
Yeah. So they just kind of wander
you
and
go
kill
down this little,
themselves.
this little gutter,
Yeah.
and if you're unlucky enough to hit one of the cannons in there, you get propelled straight to the
Straight
death plane,
down. Yeah.
the kill plane. Yeah.
So it's
But
crazy.
there's a little tiny platform down there that if you're lucky, you can land on that to come back.
Magic platform.
Magic platform. But I mean, long story short, we're still playing Smash. I'm excited for the Switch version. Supposedly they're going to add some characters, which would be hype. Give me some Banjo-Kazooie. So I want to definitely pick that up when it comes out. And getting some eShop stuff like I indulged in Golden Sun and Harvest Moon, Game Boy Advance. What else? A GameCube. We got an N64. Got you Mario Golf. So that was fun.
It's a sunny day.
It's just like
There's
they're
nothing.
making dinner, and all of a sudden I hear Bowser's a f***ing cheater.
He is a cheater.
You just hear the Godzilla stock roar
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah, he's just a
Like, oh,
cheater.
dear.
Bowser's too strong. I don't know how people expect you to beat the game. I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? It's dead.
It is dead, like my PS4. So No Man's Sky came out,
Oh my
and
god.
so we were expecting something really good, and when we first got it, it was really good. Like
it
I
was
brought it
entertaining.
home, and it didn't sit with me that it was like a thinly veiled Minecraft.
Yeah, no.
like,
It had that
mod.
Minecraft vibe to it. And you were just like, it's good to just leave and just do a bunch of in. And that's the Minecraft mentality where you just can sit there for hours and do nothing and just keep going. But like
Yeah,
this
it's like,
was they teased an ending, and then you came home one day and you were like, it just repeats.
yeah, like I didn't want to believe you when you said it was like Minecraft. I was like, no, you're wrong. This game is good.
Right.
And the more I kept playing, the more I was starting to realize that you were right.
Right.
But I didn't want to believe you, so I kept going until someone at work was saying, yeah, once you get to the center of the universe, you get like a cutscene, and I don't know, some goes down, and then it flings you to the far reaches of the universe again, and you start over. And I was like, and we're done.
Right. And then
And-
the real reason we killed it was because usually our
Yep.
electric bill falls somewhere between
Well,
$10 and $30.
Yeah, I was getting to that.
Yeah, but like this was
It-
wild.
The PS4, if you haven't done your homework, or you're just one of those people, you live with your folks or whatever, and they pay the electric bill.
And we live in increments.
When No Man's Sky came out, we put so much time into that game, like before work, after work, on days off, and it came back to bite us when we got our electric bill. We're not home a lot, so our electric bill falls, $30-$40. It's cool. It's easy stuff. We got the bill back that month, the end, after No Man's Sky, and it was ranging between $300 and $400. And I was like, no, I'm going to contest this. And I asked them to give me like the timestamps and when they checked our meter and stuff, and when we were most active with our electricity use. And yeah, it fell, in the times we were playing the game. And I'm like, there's no way. Doing some homework online revealed that PlayStation 4 is an energy hog. You have to unplug that son of a bitch. And I sold it, got rid of it,
It was
gave
just-
all the games and the system to a friend. It's like, never doing that again.
Yep.
Absolutely not.
Like we've blasted the Wii U for like hours. We've watched Netflix. We played Smash for a good 2 hours. We've done like we really run that thing to its core, and still the electric bill doesn't fall any more than like 60. I think our max has been $60. Like
Yeah, the Wii U uses like 25 watts or something, 25 kilowatts or whatever. The PSU uses 340, 320. One of those. It's a very, very wide end of the spectrum. Yeah, there's a huge gap there.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't having it.
Yeah, no,
Like-
it's too much. It just we
Dude.
can't. That's unaffordable amount of stupid.
Yeah, it was just for one game too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Supposedly the PS4 Pro is better with the electricity, but I still don't trust it. Like, I want to play Kingdom Hearts 3. I want to play Persona 5. I want to play Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, but like, I also don't want to spend that much money.
Yeah, so it's
So-
ridiculous. The issue is you just can play it for so long that it's like you don't even notice you're sucking up that much energy. But like, there's no way to time stamp it to get it to be
Yeah.
like, okay, you play this much and it's fine. But then you're like limiting your gameplay, and that's not fun.
And you're going to be like, all right, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes.
Yep.
5 more minutes turns into an hour. And just like sensor noise.
And the way you play games is like, that's the way I watch anime. It's just like you go forever until it's done.
Skies of Arcadia is that good, dude.
Right.
What do you want? I had my friend Sailor Smitty come over recently because he's getting sent out to Guam soon, and he's all like, yeah, I'll get you some Steam games for Christmas, and we can play Enter the Gungeon. And I'm like, I have a Mac from 2007, dude. It barely plays Undertale. I no, I'm all set. Like, it's disappointing that I'm not going to see him for 5 years, but he really, really wanted to play Enter the Gungeon. And he was also like, I've been getting good at Guilty Gear Xrd. And he's like, you still have it, right? I'm like, no, I had it. I had Revelator, and I gave it to our buddy, Leon Kieske, because, like, here's my electric bill from that month. And he's like, yeah, it was bad. So that was unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. Do your homework first before you adopt a new system, so you don't wind up like us.
Or live in a place that
Yeah.
has electricity included.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm like, 3DS is great.
And it's flat
GameCube is
rate.
great. Wii U is great. PS2 is great.
They use nothing. Play old games. What's wrong with them? Nothing.
They're so good.
If you really want to play a
Um,
new game, play it at your friend's house.
Or play it in the Ultimate Mobile Gaming Video Game Theater trailer, or you can rent it out for $369 for 2 hours and play some of the greatest games of this generation, like Minecraft and just Minecraft. But we were also discussing. I was discussing with Sailor Smitty, Awesome Games Done Quick. It's the video game charity drive that happens twice a year. I was supposed to be able to go out and do that things had changed, so I'm hoping to get out there during the summer. But he wants to. He introduced me to it actually last year around the same time. I hadn't known it was a thing, and I was obsessed. Like I watched so many speed runs. I'll never speed run a game.
Yeah, but
it just kind of feels like that's against why I play.
Like-
I'm there to have fun. I don't want to rush it.
yeah, but like I'm not even a gamer, and some of that stuff they do is wild. Like you
It's
want
insane.
it's almost watching like the Olympics. Like I guess if you're really into sports, like that's when you watch like the Super Bowl. Like you're like,
Yeah.
oh wow, look at the best competitors around the world are playing like this crazy sport, and like you're like sports, yay. But like if you're into like even a little bit into games and you watch this stuff, this is like the Olympics of video gaming. This is like they
Yeah.
do some crazy breaking games. They do some crazy speed runs. They're trying to beat their time of like 10 minutes in a game that would last like 5 hours. It's crazy. Like, and they're always trying to find new ways to go faster, and like it's always a good time. And you know you can donate, and it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a wonderful time. You're just gonna have to like watch it. I guess if there's a favorite game you like they always run Super Metroid every year. It's like the end all, the final run. It's 10 days long, and it's always the one they do last because it's like, you know, they have 4 people playing it to see who can get done fastest. And if Samus can't clip through this wall at this critical moment, then their run is over. Just give the up, put the controller down. And that happens a lot. And it's like, if you like games and you like this sort of thing, you're on the edge of your seat. And they keep going. It's like a 24-hour thing for 10 days. So you get like the obscure anime playing at night. And then, you know, like 5 p.m. everybody's up and everybody's in there. They'll play like, they played Pepsi Man this year. They played Mario Sunshine,
Yeah, that one was good. That wasn't bad.
the Pokemon exhibition where they're just like, check out all these glitches in red and blue. We can beat the game in 8 minutes and have
Yeah,
all
that was-
150 Pokemon.
That was the guy who did it backwards was crazy too.
Oh, I couldn't like it was the fact that you could do that.
Yeah, that
and
was
then they're talking about
weird.
you can use the game's code to run other games. And then they're just like, this is the guy who took Super Mario World and did this extremely specific stuff to inject code from another game into Super Mario World. It's like now you're playing Flappy Bird in Super Mario World. I'm like, what the
What was the one that was really funny? It was like the thief game or whatever, and the guy just like jumps above the map, and he's just like, so I'm gonna cheat and go past all this stuff, and I'm like,
I think it was Dishonored.
yeah, Dishonored, and I was like, it was so funny to see him jump at a wall and just fly up forever, and then be like, yeah, so I'm above the map now, and I'm like, he did it so nonchalantly, like he knew it was gonna happen. It was great.
It's like when people talk about Sonic 06 and how bad of a game it is, and you see these like glitch exhibitions of Sonic flying into space on a barrel or nonsense happening. It's that for 24 hours for 10 days. Sometimes, like the speed running, usually you can glitch or you can just pure skill go through it.
It's crazy stuff. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot to say about HQ. I've only seen like 1 year of it, because you led me onto it. I mean, I've seen that Rob thing they do is pretty funny. The little robot that does funny
Spot,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's pretty great.
yeah, he's funny. But I mean, like in terms of, it's one of those things you either like it or you don't. But again, it's like the Olympics. It's only twice a year, and like they're pretty funny.
I think it's one of the like the defining. I kind of forgot where I was going with that. But like I thank Sailor Smitty for tuning me into that, and if I am in there, I hope he leaves me a comment that's really funny that I can read out loud to people. Sucks to see him go, but one of the things he wanted me to see before he left the other day was just like I loaded up my Alienware laptop with like 500 gigs of anime, maybe even more. And he's like, I'm getting ready to watch all this stuff, and it's like some stuff I've never even heard of, and I'm like, what is this? What is
he in terms of military?
I think he's in the Navy.
So our Navy man is watching anime, just so you know that.
Yeah, no, it's our military, our security. They're sitting around in front of a door watching anime, but it's mostly for the plane ride,
Right.
Because it's gonna take him a
Well,
while.
I mean,
but-
when you get stationed, I mean, he's there for 2 years, you said, and it's like you don't like you're like, yeah, there's that time where you work, but there's a lot of just like doing nothing.
yeah, which
So-
is fair.
Yeah, I mean, what if he's Navy? He's on a boat, stationed somewhere until something bad happens. So I mean, like, I don't blame him for sitting there watching anime. I'd be bored out of my freaking mind.
You just hear an explosion, and he's just like, God, what's interrupting this critical juncture in my Yuri on Ice?
Yeah, seriously,
stop.
it's just like I can't even imagine. Like, I mean, like, oh man, like there's so many. I kudos to them for being able to do it. I mean, somebody's got to do it. Someone's gonna do the hard work. But like, whew, thank God there's anime to watch.
Well, that's a tagline. Maybe I'll title the podcast. Thank God there's anime to watch.
Thank God there's anime to watch.
But he had a bunch of stuff I'd never heard of, and I'm watching Hunter x Hunter, and I went back to watch Shaman King.
Can I interrupt for 1 second before we talk about the anime we watch? Can our second, if we go to a second break at all, or if we ever have another PSA, can we just do the that commercial that's be strong, be proud, be a Marine? Can we just mix it with watch anime?
Be strong, be proud, watch anime.
It's just like the Marines
Watch anime.
watch anime.
Uh
And have like the scene of them climbing mountains. The few, the proud, watch anime.
They're just climbing up a huge rack of anime. It's just a mountain. It's Mount Lady.
The Mareebs.
The Marine. I'm gonna have to Photoshop that now.
Yep.
I'll send that to him.
But that is
He's gonna hate me.
Yep, the Mareebs.
The Marines.
Yeah.
We talked for a while about some of that stuff. So you know what? That's not a bad idea. We're going on another break. And you
Mareebs.
can't stop us.
Brave men and women face judgment every day watching anime, putting their life on the line for otaku culture. Are you up to the challenge? The few, the proud, the weeb.
Hey kids, did you know that when you take the D out of funds, you get fun? It's fun to spend money.
NobiNoodle.com/store.
And it's time for more of the same. Sorry about the still trying to get my body used to sitting in one place for so long. These breaks are godsends.
My butt
Like-
hurts still.
Yeah, more or less. I fell asleep. My legs are like, move. Okay.
Okay. I don't know how people do this for so long. Maybe they have
I'll have to ask the
stools.
result guys.
Maybe they have
Been on there twice.
comfy
It
chairs.
feels like it went by too quick. Maybe this because there's 4 people in that call and not 2.
I don't
What?
know. I don't know.
Also the swear words,
Yeah.
especially the swear words.
Let's talk. Let's talk about anime. Let's get this ball rolling.
Yeah, that's where we left off, right? Animes. Why don't we let's talk about what we've seen together for the listener, because we're thinking, we're looking out for the little guy.
The last thing we've seen together was Prison School.
Was it Prison School?
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything before that. I know we watched Prison School all the way through. We watched you started me getting me into Assassination Classroom. What else? What did I miss? I don't think I missed anything. There's something we watched before that though, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, we were watching Samurai Champloo.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Because we were watching Cowboy Bebop because I hadn't seen it all the way through.
Right. So we watched most of Cowboy Bebop. I've seen the whole series. You
It was
still have
so
to
good,
finish.
man.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Like, I know it's late to the party, but holy Cowboy Bebop.
Yep.
So good.
And then he said Samurai Champloo was a lot like Cowboy Bebop. It was by the same director, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So same director. So I was like, yeah, I'll get into it. I didn't. For some reason, I thought Samurai Champloo was Samurai, like Afro Samurai. I like associated them as the same thing. So when I saw this, I was like, I've never seen these characters before. This is a great plot. I love the music. The music's great.
Yeah, it's just Cowboy Bebop was all that fresh jazz and stuff, and
Yeah.
Samurai Champloo was just rap.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's like hip hop, but it's like
Yeah.
like almost like I like that music a little bit better. I don't know. It was the transitions were great. I was just like, oh man, this is so like with it. It's like, and then they would go into a scene and then they'd fight, and it's a good premise. The animation's obviously that gorgeous Cowboy Bebop style.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. The characters are endearing. I was just like, this is pretty good.
Oh, foo.
Oh, good old Foo. Then we watched Prison School. As started out as a joke, and then we actually ended up needing to know what happened at the end, so we watched the whole thing. I'm gonna.
I was there for the fan service. I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah.
like, I did generally want to know where it was going. Like, do they get the poop on the girls? Do they get their just desserts? Do they
Right.
get, is karma a bitch to the end?
It's almost like a dumbed down High School of the Dead. Like High School of the Dead is you're there for fan service, but they had a plot.
It
And the
made me
plot
want to watch Battle Royale for some reason. I miss Battle Royale.
it was just it was good. Like I didn't have any complaints about it. That Hana was weird. But like
But Madam Vice President.
yeah, but Madam Vice President, the president, like the characters were great. Like I thought it was gonna be one of those, oh, you have the five guys and then the girls are gonna be the main focus because fan service or whatever. And to
Yeah.
be fair, they ripped Madam Vice President apart because they were just like, she's the fan service one.
Yeah.
But like there was no complaints from anybody. It was just like the guys were hilarious. I think they all had really good dynamic.
The tension was nail biting at times.
You didn't know
good.
how it was gonna end. You were legitimately concerned when they were gonna get expelled. Like
And main character's love interest.
oh yeah, Chio.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I
Yeah.
thought for sure that was going to hell in a hamster ball,
Yeah,
but like
seriously. And then she
came around.
yeah.
Like, oh damn.
Yeah, she just it all comes full circle, and you're like, this is great.
So
Yeah, I don't think ever season 2. I think it's just gonna end there. If season 2 did happen, I'd want it to be about them, the ending. I'm not gonna spoil it though because it's fairly new. But definitely go give it a watch. I mean, if you're into that kind of stuff, if you liked High School of the Dead, you'll like this. The animation style is really good. I think it lacks towards the end, but in the beginning, that high quality is something else.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah,
Um,
that's why I stuck around. But
yeah.
like,
and those fucking
I don't watch a whole bunch of anime, so I don't really have anything I can compare it to. It was fairly new for me, like a brand new experience.
It was weird. I don't know if it's the same artist. I feel like it had a lot of Attack on Titan, like the anime in it. Like it looks
Why'd you do that?
it looks like it though. Like the same
Why'd you do
style
it?
is the same.
Are you trying to kill everything I love?
No.
Why'd you do it?
I can bring back Attack on Titan later too, but
You will repent for your sins, mother.
no, but yeah, I liked it. It was good. I think it ended just on the right note. It didn't end on a weird note.
No,
The
the
faces-
ending, I couldn't have asked for a better ending.
Yeah, the
things
faces were great. The humor was great. The characters were hilarious. And yeah, give it a watch.
Yeah,
the
definitely.
only other
I
thing-
would recommend.
The only
So
other thing
NobiNoodle team recommends Prison School.
yeah, seriously, get behind it.
But we were given a Hulu account,
Yeah, thanks to our
so we were checking to see what else they had on there. They have quite the variety, much better than Netflix.
yeah. Netflix is kind of it's almost like Hulu almost has as much as Crunchyroll does, and it's the good ones. They don't have like it's this and like yeah, Crunchyroll is the only one with like the newest stuff. But I
Yeah.
mean like they had like My Love Story on there. They had Rurouni Kenshin, Assassination Classroom. They had
Yeah.
Prison School, but it was like a lot of stuff I hadn't seen anywhere else, and I was just like, okay, yeah, cool, yeah, I'll give this a watch.
And they had some oldies but goodies in there too. So I was like, well, that's neat.
It is
There's stuff in here I recognize, and Netflix is kind of awful, and we're not on Crunchyroll enough. So
Crunchyroll is just one of those things that it's like you really had to be going to Crunchyroll for something specific, and then Netflix is just for Chopped and weird.
Chopped is the best anime.
Weird Tim Allen movies.
My God, especially Santa Claus. Never again though.
Oh, and BoJack. Yeah.
I came for BoJack. I stayed for BoJack.
So
glad you liked it.
yeah, it was great.
I knew you would.
Yeah, no, it's my life.
But as we all know, BoJack Horseman is the best anime, so we shouldn't really talk about that because any true anime fan is going to watch BoJack Horseman and they're going to love BoJack Horseman.
What else? Have we
So
do?
it's kind of a moot point.
The only other thing I've seen recently. Oh, I picked up. I started watching Gangsta. I think it's Gangster. It might be Gangster. The one that was on Hulu, but you said, oh, I don't know if I want to watch that, and I was just like, I'll give it a watch. I'll watch the first two. I really like the dynamic the two have. The main character's deaf. Well, I'm sorry, one of the partner is deaf. But he is considered like a tag, and the tags are like these super high class, like combatists. So they're like they're what do they call them? Mercenaries. He's like an ex-merc, but like he's like crazy strong, and he's got like they like rank them by how strong you are. So I guess he's like an A or something. So he's like crazy, but he's deaf, and that's like his whole shtick. So like he can't hear what you're saying. So if like you're yelling or complaining at him or like whining, he just doesn't hear it. He's just like, what?
So he's Daredevil?
Like, yeah, but like he's Daredevil, but he's like he has such an attitude, it's great. And the other guy's like the big charmer, so it's just like they have a really good dynamic. The show is pretty good. It's really violent, and I was just like, wow, this is some intense stuff. But it's kind of like
I just hang on. I have to hit my head against a wall.
right.
Here we go. Daredevil's blind.
Yes, he is.
I am a wow.
Yeah, no. So he's the whole it has like a kind of a bebop feel to it. Where you have these two characters that are kind of like ragtags, and they pick up some other folks along the way. But I mean, the whole plot is just they live in this city. They talk to a corrupt cop who he's like, these guys are giving us problems, go deal with it, and they'll kind of live by the bounty kind of thing. So I liked that. The style's all right. But I mean, again, I went in and I liked the deaf character the best because he's funny as he's got that Dante vibe to him, and he's just like, what?
Well, maybe at some point I'll give that a shot.
Because the only other
I don't
thing,
know.
the only
Just
other,
looking at it face value,
Yeah.
on Hulu or whatever, it didn't seem like it was something that I'd like.
right. But the only other thing I picked up was Yuri on Ice because everyone was crying about it, and I was like, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Don't worry. And I picked up the first episode, and I like the main character a lot. He's very funny. It's definitely a romance, slice of life kind of thing. I was really worried it was going to be a lot like Free.
That was my initial reaction too.
Right.
And it still sounds like it's kind of like Free, so I'm still gonna promptly vomit. But like, go on.
Free is a lot more like this anime knows what it is. It's the whole plot is the two main characters. I'm sorry, he's not really a main character. The coach and the guy he asked to be his coach become their love interest. They get married. So the whole plot is it's like yes they're
But
gay.
are they gay?
They're gay, yeah.
Oh,
So like,
Oh.
but it's self-aware. Like the thing about Free was they were shipping it, and that's what made it awful. Where it's like, are they gay? Are they not gay? This is like straight out, they're just gay. Like
Oh.
the whole plot is the main character likes this famous skater, and he watched him and he was inspired by him, and then the chance for him to get to know him because he realizes his kind of like fascination with his art style and how he skates is actually just an affectionate for him, and he's just like he like falls in love with him, and it's great.
okay. So I'm like, I feel like I don't want to get misunderstood. I'm not hating it because it's gay. You can swing whatever way you want to swing, and I'm totally cool with that. I'm like one of the most chill dudes when it comes to that. It's not why I don't like Yuri on Ice. I swear. I promise. Like, it's brownie points for that fact. It's not like Free. Good job. I'm proud of you. But I still don't like it.
I mean, like again, it's a sports anime. Like it's like you could take it and or put it in that it's the sport, it's the haiku,
Well,
it's the
well,
Free.
yeah. Well, like I there are sports anime I like Ice Shield 21. I will watch that all the time. I love High Shield 21. Prince of Tennis was all right. Haikyuu wasn't for me. Batter Up or whatever that sport, the baseball one, wasn't for me. It's like I don't know. I guess it just has to hit those points.
Yeah, but
Maybe I have
this one is
standards. I don't
almost
know.
like it's
I don't
al-
want to think of myself as a guy who has standards in anime, but at the same time, I'm like, if it doesn't have those standards, I'm not going to watch it.
right. It's
But
like I
I don't
think
know.
your style of anime is very like the action camp kind of thing. Like again, I watched My Love Story and I liked it. Like I have a much more
Well, there's a difference.
Not deep taste. I can accept the romance animes where I'm just like, yeah, that was cute. And like
Well-
I like this. I think I like how they're taking bounds and they just made the characters gay, and that's like it's not the plot. The plot is they're trying to win, but like
Yeah.
it's such a like a romanticized kind of flushed out like what happens though. Like I guess there's issues later on that I haven't got to, but it's like I guess it's like a cutthroat world out there. Like they're like Olympic skaters, so like you lose a round and you're out. Like that's it. Like I guess the main character, it starts off he hasn't skated for like 4 years. I think that's right. Maybe it's 5, because he lost his last match when he stopped, and he was so ashamed he hadn't done it for like 5 years. So it's good. It's like it's heartfelt. Like and like the families are nice, but it's really his like he wants. At first you think he wants to be like Victor, who's the coach. But then it turns out like he really does love him, and it's like I guess it's like all lovey-dovey, and there's a lot of romance, and like yeah, I don't know. Everyone tells me it's good. I want to finish it, and but like if I liked My Love Story, because I liked My Love Story,
My love's like maybe I will watch Yuri on Ice. Maybe I was just looking at it for face value and I didn't
yeah.
give it a shit.
The
I
issue
would
is
give it
the
a chance.
advertising made it seem just like Free, And I was really worried because like Free, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad anime if you like it. It's
Get out.
just listen to me. It's okay. Like it's fine. The animation style is great. I could not tell you shit about the plot, but it's like if you like it, you like it. You like whatever you like. But like they made it so shippy, it was just you turn away from it. You're like
Dude, we're turning it back around to the whole fandom thing again.
yeah, it's just you can't look at it. Like they made a second season. It's just how close can we get to them touching without it being gay? And I'm like, that's just like, where's your plot? Like, I don't care if he wins. That's not the point of the show, obviously.
I'm sorry, I didn't know they were trying to become Boku no Pico in season 2.
Right.
But I don't know. Well, My Love Story is different. You know why I won't watch My Love Story?
Right. I highly recommend My Love Story though. If you want to like literally almost cry, I haven't almost cried at the end of an anime. Like, to be fair, I'm the same kid who watched Shukachara when he was younger, but like,
Oh my God.
and I like grew up on Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, and my friends forced me to watch Sailor Moon. I did not cry to Sailor Moon though. That's a whole new low.
Whoa.
Something about the dynamic. It was so rare to see in an anime where it's like they actually generally care for each other, and you want to believe that love isn't dead. And it's like they expressed that so well in a show that I was just like, wow, I actually invest in these characters, because it's like it was
You
just
kept saying the main character was me.
he is you. He's a strong man. He believes in love. He's been let down a lot in his life, and he's just waiting for that dream girl to just appear. And then when he finds it, he fights till the death for it. And then the other main character, the toaster guy, Suna, I think is his name. He's me because he's a toaster, and he kind of like glides through his life, and he's just waiting for whatever happened to happen. And then I just call her Innocent Love Bunny because she just makes magic snacks and he eats them, and then she's just cute, and they just get cute and fluffy together.
Well, it sucks because I think I follow it too close. I'm like, oh, is my life.
Right.
And that's why I won't watch it.
That's why you gotta watch the end. You gotta know how your life ends. Oh, the ending.
It's not the same.
The ending made me almost cry. I was just like, I swear to God, if they hurt this poor innocent creature, I'm gonna kill somebody. I was gonna write a letter. I was so worked up. I was just like, do not do this. Do not build up a whole season.
She knows who she is, and if she's listening, I swear to God, if he hurts you, I'm gonna end him.
But no, I mean that's all the anime I've seen. It's just like little bits in
I
there.
don't know. There's a lot of hits or misses in there. It's just like I'm falling back on the stuff I know was good. You know, I finished Yu Hakusho and Shaman King for the first time, as I remember watching those when I was a kid, but I never finished. Yu Hakusho was great. I can't say the same for Shaman King. The ending was awful, but I did like the characters a lot. It definitely needed work. I
Sorry.
would recommend. Kind of. Maybe, if you're into that sort of thing. Yu Yu Hakusho, stellar. Hunter x Hunter, amazing. 10 out of 10. I got you to watch Assassination Classroom. I hope you liked it.
It was good.
It's just, I don't know, there's something about it. It was like all the stuff I liked, but it was spun differently, and I was like, okay.
I was like 3 episodes in, so I'm just tipping the surface. I like the main character, so it's good.
What else did I watch? I watched Food Wars because that's around the same time we started getting into that chopped joke.
Yeah, I still want to finish Food Wars. I don't know why I stopped. I think I stopped when he gets to the school. I don't know why I stopped though.
It was really good.
I know.
I thought it was just, you know, that clip on YouTube was resurfacing on like all the social media. And it's just like, yeah, I get it. He cooks the food and it makes the lady's clothes blow off. Whatever. That's all it is. And I guess I did give it the Yuri on Ice treatment. I just took it at face value, and one day I was just like, yeah, sure, whatever.
So you're gonna watch Yuri on Ice and My Love Story. Excellent.
No, I won't watch My Love Story.
You're gonna watch My Love Story. I don't care.
That's what happened to Food Wars. I gave it a shot, and it turns out that I actually really liked it. The characters were endearing. There was actually a story in there, which I was surprised by, and you know, it was good. And the deuteragonist was just like extremely endearing. It's like, wow, why isn't she the main character? It was great. I really liked it. Wonderful time. I think that was it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything else I've seen recently. I mean, like, the only thing I can think of now is the stuff that's coming out, which I'm really excited for, which is My Hero Season 2.
Dude, we missed the anime that is the perfect segue.
We've already talked about it on the podcast.
We have?
Yeah, we've
Oh,
talked
yeah,
about,
we have.
Yeah, we've talked about My Hero before.
My Hero Academia.
Yeah, that was the anime boss.
We did talk about it.
Yeah. But they're getting renewed for a season 2 this April, so like I'm really excited to see where it goes from here.
We were so hyped. We did that little skit in the bathroom with you and Mickey.
Yep, with Mickey.
You guys were testing out your My Hero Academia cosplays.
Mm-hmm.
Kicked open a door and shouted like All Might.
Yep.
It's okay now because I'm here.
Oh my goodness!
It was a good time.
It was great. The anime was
Very
great.
excited.
I'm excited. I don't know where they're gonna go from here, but only up. It can't go down.
I hope it's good. Like, I hear a lot of things coming from the manga. Like, I did read much farther into the manga than the anime stopped at, or if that makes sense. I read farther.
Yeah.
And I really like where the next arc is going. It's the school tournament. I won't spoil anything, but my favorite character is promptly displayed in there. He's the bird dude with the shadow abilities.
Yep.
I thought he was going to be that character from Naruto Sand Ninjas, complete rip off of him, control your shadows, blah blah blah. But he's not. That's great. I want to cosplay him real bad because I'd like to do mascot costumes, and I feel like if I do that right, he can be a great mascot. Watch it. It has a game too, and I was like, oh man, is it a fighting game?
Oh no,
Is it a
that
game
that garbage game.
It is a terrible.
Yeah, that was not worth it. No.
Side-scrolling Deku like shin kicking enemies game. I'm like, no. Oh, it's on 3DS. No.
No. Speaking of things with bad 3DS titles, I don't know if that's actually a bad 3DS title, but Attack on Titan season 2 is coming out in 2017. I'm not gonna go a lot about it.
Hang on.
I know you're gonna vomit, but like I didn't mind the first season. I think it had a lot of cliffhangers, and I liked that. I know where it's going. I've gotten spoiled many times, but everyone's freaking out. I guess it's Rico. I don't know. I guess she cut her hair short now, and she joined the go outside the walls team. And everyone's just like, if that is a girl, I am no longer straight. I am gay. And I'm like, that's a lot. It's gonna be a lot more Titan stuff. I guess he fights the Titans in this one, like the shifters. No spoilers, but like it's been out for years. Like just watch it. Yeah, but
I liked Attack on Shrek.
But no, it was it looks good. It looks alright. I mean, like I may or may not watch it. I don't know, but like the first one hooked me at the end. The beginning was awful, but the end was everyone starts dying, and you're like, all right, you got my attention. All right, more people are dead. Okay, I'm not gonna like any of these characters because they're probably gonna die. And then I'm excited to see.
I'll watch that part.
Yeah, no, just watch it past like episode 10 or something, and they all start dying.
Everybody dies. Yeah, I'll
literally like they're all hopeful, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna make it. Everyone dies.
Nice.
Nobody makes it.
Good.
Like it's sad because like I wish there wasn't so much like inner exposition. Or I feel like it lacks exposition, but like the stuff with like the military groups is great. Like they have like, it's really like in detail, like, okay, this is how we're gonna fight them and this and that. And then there's a lot of like pandering to a younger audience where they're like, ha 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 ha, funny jokes. And I'm like, I get you're all kids, but stop. I just want to see them go out. Like if they just had a series just based on the older ones, like the captains and stuff, and like the squad leaders, I feel like it'd actually be a really good anime. It's because they focus too much on the kids. That's it. I get it. Like life is hard, but if they focused on those captains and just had that being the enemy, it'd actually be a pretty good anime.
I still remember like when it was first coming around, the main character was on like all the promotional stuff, and I'm like, watch, he's gonna turn into the thing he hates.
Yep.
And I'm like, and you know.
I'm excited too. In the trailer, they have him fighting, the one who kicks in the not the big one, the guy who breaks down the second wall, who also is like I guess super strong. So I'm excited to see if they like straight up just kill each other, which would be great. The Ape Titan, I guess Ape
action movie that
like
bombed.
Yeah, the live action movie bombed. Like they had like rocket launchers and stupid stuff and
what the?
Yeah, they tried really hard. I guess like. Other ones are getting live action remakes now. I guess they're doing a Naruto one.
And I'm just now picking up Rurouni Kenshin again because I never finished that, and I found out that got a live action movie that just got brought over here.
Then you have
that's like saying, you know, it's like somebody pitching a Rurouni Kenshin live action movie, but telling him it's going to take place in Dorchester, and they give Kenshin a gun.
Right. And then it's like, I mean, even like, look at it like Ghost in the Shell. Like, I mean, Ghost in the Shell doesn't look bad, but I mean, again, I forgot that was I don't know that much about Ghost in the Shell in the first place.
Scarlett Johansson thing. I don't.
Scarlett Johansson looks great. I'm
She's
like,
so big in Japan now. They're like, do the thing with the Vocaloid. And I'm like, no, don't. And
please,
they did.
Please do.
Fuck.
Please do. Yes. Yeah, all the weeb stuff, I don't care. I'm gonna be like, Scarlett Johansson, you did
It's
it.
sad.
But like,
sad. Speaking of sad, and more about anime, Studio Ghibli, because I do love me some Ghibli films. Like, I'll watch those. Those are good. That's good anime right there. We got let down. I'll start with that piece of the conversation with they're actually bringing over ocean waves. I'm really excited for that. I liked Whisper of the Heart. I think that's probably one of the only times I'll say I liked a slice of life thing, because that's all that movie was. Ocean Waves is a TV show from Japan that Miyazaki did, was more or less like that, which is why I thought Only Yesterday was gonna be good.
yeah, no, Only Yesterday sucked.
That was it was the most disappointed. Like, I hated Tales from Earthsea. I thought it was not good.
We mean Tales
It
of
was hard to
Earthsea?
watch. Maybe it was just because it was kind of tropey and it had pacing problems. But this,
Whatever he wants to do, like, it's his stuff.
yeah,
and like, there's always gonna be flops to every
I
success.
don't think Miyazaki did Only Yesterday, though, to be honest.
No, I think it
I'll have
was.
to go
I
look
think
again.
it was the people involved with him, but I don't think he had anything directly to do with it.
That was just.
But like, when you look at Ghibli's track record, and then you look at a movie like this, you're like, yeah, but are you surprised?
I am.
Well,
Like-
it's almost like you can only have so many great movies. You have to have some that come out that just aren't that good.
I
To
guess.
be fair,
But, like,
if you look at it with like a really sadistic, like look point, it's really funny.
like if you're into the whole like Lifetime movies, or
Yeah, it's a
you
Lifetime.
liked Whisper of the Heart and wanted even more slice of life out of it, I don't know why you would, but like it's what it was. It
Yep.
was hard to watch in terms of, you know, our tastes. Like, I still, we watched it the whole way through thinking it was going to get better, and I wanted so bad to give it the benefit of the doubt because of Studio Ghibli's track record, and it just got worse.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I can't, like, I don't want to spoil anything. I don't even want to talk about it that much. I want people, if they haven't seen it yet, to go and see it. You like Miyazaki, you like Studio Ghibli. Oh, I like Howl's Moving Castle. Near. I dare you to go pick up Only Yesterday, and I dare you to sit through the whole thing.
Yeah, no,
And-
I could get to like halfway, and then I was like really starting to get done. I was on the floor. I was so bored. I was like, do we have to watch
It
this?
was so, it was mind numbing.
Yeah, it was bad.
But like, I
Is he-
don't want to say anything.
Is
Like,
he
I-
is he out of the game again? I heard he was gonna come back for like one more thing again.
They're doing something that looks like Ponyo, but it's not Ponyo.
Right.
The little girl with the
Yeah,
wizard and the.
Yeah. So that looks
I don't
okay.
think he's involved though.
No, I thought he said he was coming back to direct it again.
Is he?
Yeah, that's the last thing I heard. I'm not sure though. Again, quotes.
I'll have
but,
to
like,
go look.
yeah.
I'm sure by the time this is out, then we'll have.
Yeah, definite answer. But like, I'm
a
not
better
surprised. Usually the
we'll know
ones
what
that
that-
he likes, he comes back and gets involved with, even after he's in retirement.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Just if there's someone out there, like, I'm genuinely curious. If there's anybody listening to this that actually did enjoy Only Yesterday and wants to throw in their 2 cents about it, I want to know. Put it in the comments. Find us on, you know, our social media handles. Do something. I want to hear some other creative criticisms
Maybe
when it
we're
comes
just-
to this
maybe
movie.
we're
'cause
too young.
Holy nonsense.
Maybe we're just too young to like Only Yesterday. We haven't like become that weird yet. Like we don't like watching Lifetime movies. So I don't know.
Maybe.
But like maybe it's for a very specific audience of people.
Next time I go out and see my family,
Just
Just
give
be
it to
like-
them and see what they
I'm
think.
just gonna look my mom dead in the face and go, "Mom, I want you to watch this, and I want your review." Oh, can we make Graham watch it?
She wouldn't even know what the frig was going on. She'd be like, what's this
Hey,
garbage?
you don't know that.
She'd be like, what's this garbage? Periods? Ends it right there.
I would die. It's just like, watch this and record your reaction.
Yep. She'd
Graham
be like,
react.
periods? Why'd he slap her? She's just not wearing shoes.
Did he say farm?
Did you say farm? I couldn't hear him. No, I'm gonna get off Only Yesterday and Ghibli because I mean, like, I'm actually pretty excited for the witch one because his best stuff I feel has been his wizard and witchy stuff.
Well,
And
no, don't get off Ghibli yet, because that's why you should continue talking about it. You cosplayed Howl from Howl's Moving Castle, so if this new movie, which is also about magic, witchy, wizardy nonsense, goes well, what do you think? You're gonna cosplay from Ghibli one more time? You think you'll bust out Howl one more time, maybe?
I don't know who's in this new movie. I mean, like when Ponyo came out, like the dad seemed interesting to cosplay. It just seemed like it was too much work to do. And then like Ponyo took off for like maybe a month and then it kind of died down. Like everybody still loves Howl's Moving Castle. That's still like one of the best ones. You can still see cosplays from Spirited Away.
Yeah, Spirited Away.
Yeah, and all of them, like all the classics. And it's like, if this one's good, I mean, I'm sure people will pick up on it and they'll start doing it. But I mean, like, when you compare Ponyo to like Kiki's Delivery Service, you'll see so many more Kikis to Ponyos. So it's the reason I really do like Howl's Moving Castle. It's a really good plot. It's always fun to watch. You can watch it like 900 times and not really care.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but
maybe I'd go mad. But like,
it's worth rewatching.
Yeah, it's a rewatchable movie.
I still see Totoro stuff. Maybe it's because he's the mascot, but like, I would cosplay Totoro.
Right.
If I had the time and the funds, I would throw a really big Totoro together. That'd be pretty fun. Make it sturdy enough that people could jump and cling onto it. Roar really loud.
What else did I
scare small children?
I know I redid Dante this year. I know.
Excuse me, is Devil May Cry a Studio Ghibli film?
Yes.
It should be.
Yes. No, I was trying to go through the cosplays we did this year. You redid Baymax for the float.
Yeah, there was a holiday parade in Manchester, New Hampshire, and I was asked to be a part. So there's a new piece of Christmas art, like official artwork from Disney with Baymax. He's just covered in lights, and Hero's like, hey, look at this. Puts a star on his head, and I was like, that's cool, I want to do that. So we put that on the float. I wrapped him in Christmas lights. I was wearing him. Everybody was freezing their butts off, and I'm like, haha, it's a comfortable 60 in here. Yeah.
What else did I do? I started Hero. Hero never got done. He's still in the not Hero. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Deku.
I was like,
Deku from My Hero. Deku's like practically done. I just need to add the details. I'm really excited to do that for next year. What else?
No, I will definitely do Birdman when you do Deku.
Cool. What else did I have? What was I working on? Oh, like little stuff for Katsu, but like, I mean, my cost plans for the year are ridiculous. Like, there's so many. But
I don't know if we should spoil them all.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I'll do what I'm like for Katsu. My plans are the guy from Kill la Kill, the teacher, the guy with the sparkly nipples. I am cosplaying.
Oh right.
Yeah. I am cosplaying.
This is new.
Yeah, I'm cosplaying from Yuri on Ice because we have a small group. And I guess I make the good I make the good coach. So I'll have Ember J and our Mickey, Porcelain Mickey, doing Yuri and other Yuri, Russian Yuri and love interest.
Can there just be a Yuri for every nationality now?
Yep.
Cool. Somebody get on that.
But
I want to be Jamaican Yuri.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Triple Axel. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I gotta finish the anime first. I gotta get that started. Deku's getting done for Katsu. I can remember my own cost plans. Frig. Well, that's most of them. So I mean, if you see anything else surprising, I think I had another big one though. I don't know why I can't remember what it is.
Oh, I remember what it was, but I don't know if I should say it because I'm doing a character from Ed, Edd n Eddy this year.
Oh no, that's not for Katsu.
Oh, for KatsuCon?
Yeah, I'm
All right,
trying to remember.
Later on this year, I'm doing someone from Ed, Edd n Eddy, and I don't want to spoil who it is because it's probably the biggest cosplay I'll ever make in terms of mascots, and it's going to be crazy, and you wanted to do somebody from a different Cartoon Network show. Yeah. Just kind of go with that, and I think the dynamic will be spot on.
Yeah, it's gonna be one heck of a con, that's for sure. No internet connection, great.
Huh?
Oh no, I'm trying to look up what my plans were for Katsu. Oh, that's what it was. Spike Spiegel. I'm gonna do Cowboy Bebop.
Oh right.
Yeah,
and
that was the biggest one.
Jet.
Yeah, you have to do Jet, but I don't think you're going to the Katsu.
I'm not sure. We'll see how things pan out for this year in terms of like job, time, and money.
Yeah, seriously.
But like, if I am gonna do Jet, I'm not gonna do it without doing that arm some justice.
Word. I think Spike's gonna come out really well. I gotta work on commissions and stuff, but like, it's gonna be cool. Yeah, it's gonna be a good group. I think it's gonna be fun. Obviously, Cowboy Bebop being a really good anime that we really enjoyed, and it'll be fun to cosplay.
I look forward to it.
And
like, I don't like doing costumes that aren't mascots because I feel like it defeats the purpose. But like, I don't know. I think Jet will be fun. I enjoyed it enough where I felt like I wouldn't mind. I want to do Leorio from Hunter x Hunter because it's the same reasoning. Like, I enjoyed the character so much that I feel like I'll just bite the bullet and I'll just wear a suit. But it's the little things that I want to incorporate in these costumes. Like, it gives you the right to call it a cosplay. Like Jet, I want to do the metal arm. I want to, grow out the facial hair. I want to put in that extra effort. Leorio, he gets a special move later on in the show where he can punch through a black hole and his fist teleports from wherever the else. And I don't really know much about it, but I want to make a prop for that. So if I'm getting my photo taken, it'll look like, I'm putting my fist in the floor and it's coming out somewhere else. Something that makes it mascotty, or something that says, I didn't just buy this suit on the internet.
I don't know. I feel like
You know what I
everything
mean?
everything I put effort into, I feel like it's almost like more engaging. I feel like mascots are great and they're really big, but I feel like you lose a lot of the in-depth character stuff because you're just kind of mascotty. I'm just like,
Well, that depends if you don't put the personality into the character. Like, remember Teddy?
yeah, well, who can forget? But
It's-
I meant like I don't knock on wearing a costume because you
Oh,
see
no,
all,
no,
you
it's-
see all
it's
the
not.
effort I
It's
put
just-
into it.
It's no. It's my thought process that goes into like it's my cosplay nindo or some whatever you want to call it, whatever weeb thing you want to call it. It's just
Not
I don't want to order a costume on the internet and just show up at a con and like that's it.
Then you make it. You put all your
Well,
hard word like and
that's
swears into it.
I won't go. That's like the bottom of the barrel for me. Like if I'm gonna put on a costume that's not a mascot, I want to act like the character enough to the point where somebody who doesn't know the show that well or know the source material that well can still say, "Oh, it's that character."
I mean, people come up to me all the time and they're like, "Oh shit, it's that guy." It's that guy from the internet.
Well,
I've seen that
I
one
don't know.
picture.
Maybe it's a little harder to.
Oh my god, you're
actually-
Victor from Yui on Ice. I'm expecting that a lot. Oh my god,
What?
you're scooting around on your heelys like he does in the anime.
Can we just put ice skate covers over your Heelys?
Yep.
You're just skating around.
Yep, that's the point. No, but I think
But that's what I'm talking about, though. That's the extra effort.
right. It's just something to be funny. I don't know, but like I mean, a lot of the cons I go to, I film now. So like, I wanted cosplays that I can't film in a mascot costume. So except for that one, but we're not gonna bring that up yet. Yeah, but
Well, I mean, you couldn't log on.
I mean, yeah, but I just attached a GoPro to him. I mean, it's the same kind of like Ligon I get because that was like a big prop, but I mean, like Simone's kind of boring. But unless you have the crew, so like,
Yeah.
I think the thing about like Bebop crew is it's cool because we'll have everybody. I think the thing that'd be cool about doing a current Logon group is the fact that you have everybody. But like, if I didn't, when I bring out Logon, people are like, "What the fuck?" So like, we got stopped every 10 minutes. Like, I'm not even kidding, dude. I couldn't get anywhere. Like, I was down the hall and like I was like sweating. I was like, I needed something to drink and I just couldn't stop. Like everyone at 5 seconds, it was just like, it was a nut house. Because people were like, I've never seen anybody do that before. I was just like, thank you. He's hot and also heavy. But no, I'm gonna wrap this up with, you can list off our cons for the year. I
Are
know,
you the host?
no, but I'm
I will end you.
looking at my
No,
show.
I'm just-
I'm looking at my show notes and I'm
No,
like,
it's like
we're done.
I'm getting
we're getting
I feel that.
fatigued.
My butt's like, move, you piece of. So yeah, there's a lot that we want to do this year. Like I still like to go to Colossal Con, and I
Right.
still want to do Shulk, but I got to get beefy enough.
Right. Well,
I
I'm
have some
gonna.
other characters I want to do too, like Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho, where I got to get swole. Got to do it.
But I'm gonna go backwards up the year. So it's like I know you're thinking about Magfest.
Yep.
I know KatsuCon's a thing. I know PAX is a thing. I know you might want to go to that.
Oh yeah. 'Cause
Uh,
I actually want to talk to these people.
right. Anime Boston.
Nope.
ConnectiCon. QCK. UConn at UConn. What else am I missing? Colossal. Possibly Anime Next. That's kind of a big decision because that's an
the
L.
biggest maybe on our list.
That's LA.
But like,
Otakon.
I don't know
and-
if they're happening at the same time. But if you were gonna do that, and E3 would be lined up, and I had the ability to go back to E3, I'd probably go that
Well,
instead.
Anime Next is it's the weekend of July 4th, but they run it like through to that Tuesday. So it's like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a weird setup. But then the last ones are Otakon and AAC.
AC.
I don't think anything else goes after that. I might next year actually. After people got back, I kind of am interested in checking out Holiday Matsuri in Florida But again, that's another one of those trips I don't know if I could afford at that point, but we'll see.
Isn't it just wrap up?
Yeah, it just wrapped up.
Yeah, we have. I believe that there are some of our friends out here actually went to that, so I'll have to talk to them and see how that was.
Yeah, all I heard was it was great. So I mean, like, it's a nice little vacation break if you're freezing in the holiday season. I heard it was good. I heard it wasn't too big, it wasn't too crazy. It was just a perfect amount for con. And it
Lots of
was worth the
JoJo's.
travel. Lots of JoJo's. Yeah, that's all I got. That's our con list. You can find it on the website under events.
Yeah, if you're
It lists all our
you're
events.
thinking about heading over to NobiNoodle.com, we got this interesting little ticker on the bottom of the main page that shows you how much time is left into the con that we're hoping to get to.
Right.
So if you want to talk to us and tell us we're a bunch of god nerds, please feel free to keep track of that ticker and know when it's time to come and tell us that, because that'd be pretty rad. My butt hurts. Can we? This is a good time, right? Let's
It's a good
let's
wrap up time.
put the kibosh on this. I think this is a good first episode. Good hiatus
First
breaker.
episode. Yeah, good hiatus breaker.
If you made it
Good
this
reboot.
far listening to our garbage, then thank you for sticking around. If you, for some odd reason, you want to listen to more NobiNoodle, you can hit us up on our respective Twitter accounts, NobiNoodle and at NobiNoodle and at Brosona3FES. Come check us out on our Facebook page, facebook.com/NobiNoodle. YouTube, it's where we live.
YouTube.com/NobiNoodle.
YouTube.com/NobiNoodle.
Yep. You can find us on our website, NobiNoodle.com. And you can also, I'm just listing because I know them all. You can find us on NobiNoodle.com, and you can also find us on iTunes under NobiNoodle, under the Otaku Podcast. So if you want to subscribe there, if you want to subscribe on SoundCloud, you can also subscribe on the channel page, I believe. So if you want to see it on YouTube, on iTunes, or on SoundCloud, you can find us all there.
Look at that. You can take us with you wherever you go. Aren't we just such good people for letting you do that? No, we're not.
Al, that silence hurts.
Embrace it. Oh, actually, I don't know why you haven't yet.
Yeah.
That's been our lives.